It seems we are still waiting for Brett Lamfer. So, in the meantime, hello everyone. People in the chat today, we are still waiting for Brett. Still waiting for him to join the match. In the meantime, how's everyone's evening? This is currently evening now in Jakarta, Indonesia. So we're just now looking at basically the so what are the matches that we currently have today? So Brett's gonna be using some evil Stark lists. So he got two lists of Stark. List numero uno. He will be bringing basically 1, 2, 3. Actually, this is not a good way of looking at it. Let's look at a better way of viewing that. So, World Cup. World Cup players. Brett. So basically, today's matchup is going to be Stark versus Baratheon. It's going to be an interesting match, definitely. Stark would be a bit in an advantage because of their activation, etc. And Brett's going to be bringing two lists of Rob today. We've got the first list, which is Rob Zerks. It's a 10 activation list with Rob. First, we got a unit of Stark Sworn Swords with Rob. 2 Berserkers, 3 Berserkers even. One is Vanilla, one with Brandon Hodor, one with Rickon, and of course Shaggy Dog. In the NCU, we have Eddard Stark, Lord Varys, and Sansa Stark. The second list, it's an 11 activation Stark list. You thought that 11 activation Free Folk was the maximum that you can get? No, it's 11 activation with Stark. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 Stark Sworn Swords alongside Stark Bowman, and each of the Sworn Swords will be carrying Robb Stark, Rickon, Brandon Hodor, and of course Bowman with nothing. NCO lineup, plus minus the same, except with the difference if there is a Walder Frey. In the second list, we don't have Varys, because I think the list is a bit, the points-wise is a bit tight, so they can't include Varys into the list. So my prediction is that against Baratheon, especially against race list, so we'll look at race list first before we continue. So Ray, or rdeepmath, will be basically bringing 2 lists today. The first one is Courtney. Courtney is an 8 activation list with Baratheon Warden, Rose Knights, well, 2 Baratheon Wardens, 1 Rose Knight, 1 House Bolton Flateman, interesting choice, 1 Stormcrow Archers with a Stormcrow Lieutenant, and then Walder Frey, Eldon, and Courtney. It's an 8 activation list with Courtney. The second list will be probably the most interesting list. Davos 9 activation with Mel. We got Baratheon Wardens, 2 of those. We've got 2 Dragonstone Nobles. We've got Stormcrow Archers with the Lieutenant, and we got a Cutthroat with Shira Errol, Axel Florin, and Melisandre. So this is going to be quite interesting to see which list both players will end up bringing. Brett will obviously be incentivized to use the Berserkers list because there is a chance that Ray would roll the Melisandre list. However, if he does, if he, for example, wants to use the other list and then Ray used the Courtney list, then of course Brett will have the advantage. But if it's the other way around, then basically the Sworn Sword list will get obliterated by the Mel list. So a bit of an interesting dynamics here, even before the actual selection of the army. We'll be seeing basically either Mel. Basically, if it's Mel versus Sword, there is an advantage to Davos. If it's Courtney versus Sword, the advantage goes to the Sword. If it's a Zerker versus Mel, advantage will be on the Zerkers. And if it's Zerker versus Courtney, advantage is on Courtney. So there's a bit of an interesting dynamics within those 2 lists. And of course, we can't discount the new game modes that we have basically for this evening. Basically, we'll be using the new 2021 new rules with Winds of Winter. I know a lot of people sort of hated the Winds of Winter, especially in like 1.6. I know a lot of people don't like basically Winds of Winter. However, when this new version, I believe it's less swingy. So instead of you getting a bit sort of like, you get a gacha of, which type of cards and objectives that you will get. Instead, each player takes one mission deck and takes one copy of mission cards 11 and 12 and select 4 additional mission cards. So you actually draft your own objective. Now this is interesting. What is mission 11 and 12? I also don't remember, so let's look at that. Mission 11 and 12 is when you reveal this mission, if you have less VP than your opponent, score 1 VP and become the first player. At the end of round, for each objective you control, score 1 VP. So these are the two generic missions that each player have access to. And then you have basically the rest of the mission in which you can sort of tailor how would you like to win the game. I know that there was a lot of interesting play, especially in mission 11, where basically it's just a huge swing. If you're like, for example, if you're behind, and then you reveal this mission, and then you score it, you get 1 VP, and then you become the first player. So it's good for like sort of a comeback mechanics sort of deal. And of course, mission 12, Brett would love to have this mission 12, which he will most likely have because he does have, wolves and like tons of activation. I see we have the two players already reconnected, connecting in. I see Brett is loading in with his internet. So let's talk a bit about the mission. So again, mission is still the same. Control center, score 2. Claiming the horse or sword, you score 1. Sword or letter, you score 1. If you claim a zone on the tactics board before you do, score 1. If you destroy the enemy commander, it gets 2. If your commander has been destroyed, +1. If you destroy an enemy commander. So basically this one reads that if you destroy, you get 2. If your commander has been destroyed, you get 3. This is actually like one of the largest swingiest mission. And then round 1, if you have at least, if at the end of the round, if you have at least one engaged unit in enemy deployment zone, score 2. For each enemy engaged with unit that has fewer ranks, score 1 up to 2. You may expend 2 condition token from each enemy combat unit for each, score 1 each. Whenever you destroy an enemy destroy friendly, place 2, and then basically you get that. And then you score the objective on the side of the opponent's battlefield. One thing to note with the new Winds of Winter also is that it's also fixed deployment, in the sense that the objectives are all already placed within like a center, like the properly. So you get 1 center, 2 in this. So yeah, so it's a bit clean. So let's wow. Yeah, no, I have no idea how to play this game, really. As you can tell, my disdain for 1.1.7 or 2021 is not is showing. So let's just get rid of this for now, and let's get straight to the game. So as we can see already, I'm just gonna probably fix the camera angle in a bit like this. So Ray is using the Courtney list, and Brett is using the Berserker list. Now, again, I think Brett is afraid of the Mel list. If he did rolls into the Sworn Sword, he will have a bit of a disadvantage against the Sworn Swords, because then he will just basically snipe Rickon turn 1. Now that Rickon is basically in a unit of Berserker. Is Rickon in a unit of Berserker? Let's check. Rickon is in a unit of Berserker. So it's a bit hard to basically snipe at turn 1. So I don't think Brett would like to take that chance to get that, disadvantage already on turn 1. So he did roll with the Berserkers. And then Courtney, of course, is basically just a very tanky list. The Flayed Man is an interesting. I've never seen a Flayed Man, I guess, in a competitive setting right now, I guess. So here the players are basically now drafting their decks, creating the objective decks. Any predictions of what the decks, what each players would pick in terms of the objective? So, of course, basically each player starts out with basically mission 11 and 12, and then they have to create a deck in which they would like to score the objectives. So, basically, 4 additional missions. So for each round, you get to probably most likely score 2. So there will be 1 unused quote-unquote objective cards. Brett will be incentivized to basically use the control center. Well, not necessarily control the center objective score 2, but he would like to get the unengaged friendly unit in an enemy deployment zone, because then the wolf can just like get into the deployment zone, so you can get the score 2. So that's one easy mission that Brett can score. For each objective you control on the opponent's side of the battlefield, maybe with Berserkers, I think it is a possibility. Expending the condition token, I don't think Brett will draft that objective. And so you go first will always be picked, probably by about 2 months for a killed unit might come out. Yeah, makes sense. So okay, and so now they're just deploy. Ooh, this is the first time I've seen the broccoli forest. Oh, okay, they're not using the broccoli forest. I'm a bit disappointed. I wish they used the broccoli forest. Yeah, I mean, the horse sword and sword letter it's just generic objective that everyone can just achieve. I mean, of course, people will just be mostly highly incentivized to actually bring those. I actually need to check what the scoring mode for this objective. So Winds of Winter, basically. Blah 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 blah. Revealed beginning of round 2 at the start of each round, and beginning with the first player, each player selects and reveals one mission card from their hand. Oh, all right. So basically, the first player will then reveal what the objective is, and then the second player will then reveal the objective. So this is again creates an interesting dynamics where you can counteract which objectives that you take. Like for example, if you see the opponent is taking the sword horse, then that means that there is a less incentive for you to also take the letter horse. Of course, you want to if you want to just deny the objective. Of course, Brett is deploying the stakes there, for the old Stark suicide into Palisade to score North Remembers is a classic of Stark. And of course, he's checking in to see whether his wolf can actually pass through the stakes. Of course, I think Claw did a very interesting trick with the Palisade at the last game against Griffin. He actually uses the Palisade to kill his own Watch Marshal, and then he uses and now his watch has ended to reactivate the unit of Sworn Sword, and then charge and finishes off the Rager Trackers. So basically 2 factions right now that can abuse this tactic. You got Night's Watch, killing Ghost or killing the Watch Marshal with the Palisade is almost a guaranteed. Well, actually it is a guaranteed. Stark obviously can do it too, and both have the on-dead reactivation cards. So something to keep an eye out. Raymond does have the option to use counterplot on those cards. So it's not like he's fresh out of answers for any of those cards. But yeah, I mean that's I mean, Free Folk don't get that. Don't get the death reactivation. We do get a revive card, which is basically kind of dumb with Endless Horde, because then hey, look, you killed my entire army. Want to do it again? Kind of deal. There was a funny game I had with a friend of mine here. We were basically testing out Mother Queen of Marine against the now famous Maserat list of basically just insignificant spam plus waifu, and he killed my entire board once, but then I respawned twice, and it was a fair and balanced gameplay, very very fair and balanced gameplay. But again, that is 1.7 1.6 for you. A lot of shenanigans from a lot of different players there. So let's take a look at how. So while players are still setting up, let's take a look at basically how these people in the leaderboard scores like. So right now, there are already players that have basically won all 3 of their matches. Congratulations to Claw. Right now is in the top of the standings with a TP of 9. So basically he won all of his matches. SP of 12 and unit destroyed of 75. Right now, basically rdeepmath is in rank 11 and Brett Lamfer is in rank 13. So very close. rdeepmath has a better SP in terms of the advantage. So basically, if you manage to win this one, he will be, I think, approximately even, almost second place. If I have to say, yep. And it will be a fire. It will be like a friendly fire between Claw and rdeepmath. Brett, if Brett does win this one, he will be at 9 with 7 7 UD, so he will be also undefeated. Basically going 3-0, and then basically Brett will then have to fight against Claw. So again, it will be interesting to see who would be on top of this. I know that if you've won already, sort of, I guess 3 matches, you sort of guaranteed, as long as you don't get too crushing defeat, I think you're still guaranteed to basically go to the next level of the qualifier. Yep, Claw is the only other undefeated. Basically, right now what we're looking at is I can just pull up the the standings. So in terms of standings, basically right now we have Claw at basically undefeated. Congratulations, really very good performance using Night's Watch. And then we have Top Helmut on the second. I think so. Bob and Gross are at basically, they haven't played yet. So that's the next matchup that we need to keep a look at. So Bob versus Gross would be an interesting one. But so far, the rest of the other players are basically at 7 TP. We got Top, Ariakas, Chris, Griffin, and basically everyone. Quick shout out to N-Line for piloting. I think the only Lannister. Oh, okay, Tony Stark. Wow, I'm amazed. Tony Stark. Wow. He's performing really well in this tournament. Congratulations on Tony Stark for making this far. Wow. So yeah, I mean, this will be interesting. So we'll have, I think by the end of round 3, there should be 3 undefeated players, and then it's just a matter of the you match up basically like the 2 players with the highest SP, and then the other one basically gets quote unquote paired down. Was the the term for it. So maybe slightly easier matchup because you're fighting against someone who lost in round 3, but not necessarily. I mean, there are like some very heavy competition, especially here in NA. You got Ariakas, which is the crowd's favorite. You got Top Helmut, which is a Singaporean player, but he is in as well as Claw and rdeepmath, which is an Asia player from Indonesia and Singapore respectively, who's been sort of booted to NA. We got Griffin, which is also like a very powerful Night's Watch player, and Line, who's piloting a very tough Tyrion and Joffrey list. And we can't also underestimate Grusaluk and Bombs. They are bringing, basically Bombs is bringing Howland and Rob, and Grusaluk is bringing Daenerys. So nothing to sneeze at with all these players. There will be still tough competition, but only at this moment, the only certain things is as long as Claw doesn't mess up his next 2 games, he should be well underway to basically qualify for the next stage of the competition. So now we're seeing players are started to deploy. Brett with the non-committal start deployment of basically putting down a wolf on the extreme flank, which is the typical Stark move. So we see here basically Ray deploying one of his wardens. On the left, not in line to any objective. That's interesting. So maybe he wants to go for an invade, or maybe he wants to put his Rose Knight on here to sort of help challenge this objective. But basically interesting. So, but again, this is Winds of Winter. Objective doesn't mean anything unless they mean something. So Ray might not have drafted any of those objective cards. So we'll see what kind of cards that they will reveal, but I think the safe option for the Baratheon players would not to draft any of the Objective Matters card, because they will be severely basically over activated. We're seeing basically a difference of activation is quite actually not terrible. It's only 10 versus 8. I say not terrible, and here I am saying that 8 activation. I mean, in 1.6, if you're not playing at least 8 or 9 activation, I don't think you can even compete. Maybe Tyrion. One thing to note also that this tournament I believe doesn't allow Mountain Ride, so we don't see any 8 activation Mountain Ride list from Lannister. But again, I think N-Line is an amazing player. I've seen him basically in the T. Well, I'm lucky I'm not matched with him on the TSL, but so far about as a Lannister player, and now he's basically the top 8 sort of in the tournament and the competition. Amazing. Like his Tyrion list is basically just a very typical Tyrion list. You got Poor Fellows with Tyrion, Knights of Casterly Rock, Crossbow with Preston Greenfield, and Stormcore Dervishes. I don't necessarily like this list, but again, he has been using this quite effectively. And one thing to note that he doesn't bring Varys in his list. He went for Pycelle, Tywin Lannister, and Walder Frey, and one turncoat on his list. So that's something that's quite interesting from N-Line's list. Of course, the Joffrey list is the more interesting one. You got Kingsguard Joffrey, 2 Knights of Casterly Rock, 1 vanilla Lannister Crossbowman, and 12 points worth of NCU. We got Tyrion, Tycho Nestoris, and Lord Varys. I love both lists. I just hate that there's 7 activation, but we have played we have been playing in a meta where it's like 7 or 8 activation against 10, so I guess it's fine, understandable. Hey Loki Bree, what's up? How's it going? Good morning, evening, afternoon to you. This is now basically 8:24 here in Jakarta, PM. So basically, we're still in the deployment phase. I believe, well, as like I said, Brett has nonchalantly put just 2 of his wolves, and then Ray has to commit by putting 3 actual combat units. So, Flateman down in the center, Rose Knights just to guard on his right. We see Warden on the left, and then Brett is just casually putting down Summer without deploying any of his berserkers. So yeah, basically Stark in a nutshell. I mean, this is why I like sort of free folk, because they're fair, at least in the deployment. Yeah, it's don't worry about it. I think right now in the States it's like 8:30 on a Sunday, so I'm assuming a lot of people are still waking up. And I believe in the UK it's around 6 hour minus, so around 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 p.m., something like that. But yeah, I mean, 1:25. I can't do geography. What is GMT? So yeah, it's all right. People will. Man, I mean, I saw you like still commenting at like around in the middle of the like when I was up in the morning. I was watching. I was in a Discord. I saw like Mickey's still up, so I'm like, all right, obviously it's gonna be like another one of those Maserat sleeping at 2-3 a.m. But yeah, how's it going, everyone? Fine Sunday for me. Got into a bit of painting today. Painted a few models. Not Sif, unfortunately, because I don't really have a lot of Sif models left to paint. I got some Zorses, but I don't have the confidence to paint Zorses. I've seen examples, but the stripe is just killing me. I don't think I can do stripes, so I'm just probably just gonna like commission it to someone to do stripes for me. So I've been doing some Infinity. Some cool models, something tech. First layer airbrush on my Flateman. Yeah, Flateman is, man, if I could show you like what my Flateman looks like, I think it's one of the best painted models I have right now. My girlfriend did the cloak on the Flateman, and it actually looks like a Flate skin. In a bit of a sort of a grotesque thing, but she enjoys painting it. I'm slightly concerned, but it is what it is. So Brett finally deployed his first unit, which is just a plain berserker. What is this, Stark Gaming? Just a unit of berserkers. Yep. Meanwhile, Ray has just has fully committed on all his on his combat units, and Brett just casually will deploy the rest of his berserkers to basically meet up against. So, one thing to note about this particular matchup is that Winter is Coming. Winter is Coming is probably one of the strongest card that Brett can draw against the Courtney list. Courtney does have a lot of defensive measure. You got defensive counter, which is useful, especially if you're up against sort of you can play around defensive counter because of Brett just having 2 more activation. He can just non-committally activate a wolf, and then Ray has then to activate like one of his units, so defensive counter might have less value. But you do have things like counterplot, which can dampen a lot of the Stark shenanigans. Not necessarily want to counter Winter is Coming, countering things like Sudden Charge, Devastating Impact, and maybe some of the Robbed card like Hit and Run. Because what you can do is you can charge straight in, and then you use Hit and Run. Wait, is it Hit and Run? No, I don't remember it's Hit and Run. But basically, it doesn't allow the Baratheon player to use Arsus to Fury or counter charge. So it is a bit of an interesting, because Rob is a very mobility heavy commander against a sort of a static Baratheon list. Ray does have a range component, which is the Stormcrow Archer, but unfortunately, I think the Stormcrow Archer would be probably the weak link of Ray's list. He got basically the Stormcrow Archer can easily be tied down by just a wolf, or any unit with swift advance or devastating impact. So Ray has to protect the Stormcrow Archers here quite significantly, and I think the only unit that can able to so the nightmare scenario is that the Stormcrow Archer breaks, and then Brett basically gets a quote-unquote overrun into sort of the flank arc of Ray's unit, and then he just basically just destroy the entirety here. I'm probably gonna jump into the chat of these guys and then just mute myself.
All right. You want to do first?
Hello,
Yeah,
Teddy. What's up?
We'll have to swap the token.
I'm just gonna mute slightly. Yep. So I think players are now ready to start. So can I get some predictions of who will win this matchup? This is going to be a very, very interesting matchup. Both players sounds nervous. We see the first hot take is Brett. Yeah. As much as I like Raymond's list, and I do cheer for him because he's a local player. Yeah, understand. But we like to hear underdog stories. So underdog stories here are very interesting. Would like to see. Yeah. I mean, honestly speaking, rdeepmath's performance in this tournament has been amazing as a Baratheon player. He's too angry at losing to do it now. So there was a bit of a joke last night. Basically, rdeepmath is looking for some practice games, and then Brett is like, "Should you be sleeping by now?" So both players are obviously looking forward to this matchup. I guess Brett has the whole sort of I'm playing Stark, I need to win this, especially against Baratheon, and then also for rdeepmath, he did pull off the unthinkable and won the free folk match last time against Weasel. That was a very interesting game, and it shows the highlight of what rdeepmath's capable as a player, and also like what Baratheon can do in his actual day and age. Hey Zemnas, wow, isn't it quite late for you? It's like almost midnight. Oh wait, it is you. Like you do operate on a different time from like the rest of us. So we're seeing now a panic test from Eddard into possibly the unit of Flayed Men with the panic token. It seems that he succeeded, but most likely it's going to get re-rolled. So no rerolls, so it's just basically just to scare you. Oh, okay. So I think I'm looking at it that basically probably Brett has the condition token. I'm not sure, but if he's keeping the panic token there, and then basically onwards now to the Varys test. The Varys roll succeeds. That's the first Varys usage of this game, I believe. I can't see it. Yeah, Varys still has 3 orders. So yeah, 3 orders. That's the first usage of Varys, and basically, Ray chooses not to go to the board. Huh. Interesting. Okay. No, you're not gonna get any painting done today, Mickey. I don't think so. So Brett activates the Varus and just takes back here just to sort of block. Um, so I believe. Okay, so something interesting. Why did Ray chooses not to put his Varus Walter in the board? Um, does he want to get the slot for Courtney and activate the? But Courtney doesn't really heal. I don't see any wound on the thing today. All right, that's a bit of an interesting. I mean, mm, most likely Brett cancels out the Walder because he doesn't want to get. Yeah, Varys token was used, so Varys now has 3 tokens left. Both has 3 orders left. So that's interesting for me. That's really interesting for me. So yeah, I mean, Brett definitely will cancel out the zone. Sorry, cancel out the Walder. But I mean the money back zone is open, and he could possibly heal the panic token. Hmm. Yeah, but like I mean, yeah, it is. It you can sort of get a cheeky shot with the final activation, Courtney, to basically take the sword and then fire. However, Brett will not. The final activation will be in sort of Raymond's side. So, hmm, yeah, no. Basically, if we go basically at looking at the list right here, we got a Baratheon Warden on the far left. We got a House Bolton Flayed Men on the middle with a panic token. We got a Stormcore Archer with a lieutenant already activated and move basically straight up. We got a Rose Knight sitting here, and we got another units of Baratheon Warden on this side. In Brett's side, basically he deployed his 3 initial wolves first. So you got Shaggy, Greywind, and Summer. You got a unit of Berserkers. You got a unit of Berserkers here with Brandon Hodor. Unit of Sworn Sword with Rob in the middle, and then Rickon and Osha with another unit of Berserkers on his left, Ray's right. In terms of NCU, Ray brought Walder Frey, Eldon Estermont, and Courtney Penrose. In terms of Brett, he brought Eddard, Varys, and Sansa. In terms of the objective, basically we don't know yet what each players will play. It will only come into play in the second, starting from the second round. I'm still a noob at the new 1.7 game mode. I haven't actually played the Winds of Winter scenario yet in real life. I've only played Game of Thrones and The Dance with Dragons, but I think this new version of Winds of Winter with the drafting mechanics is very interesting. Yeah, also one thing also to note is that we are playing with the terrain rules of 1.7 rulebook update 2021, in which if you are this forest is basically no line of sight for ranged units, so you can't shoot through the forest. So this forest is actually like a really good coverage for the Sworn Sword and the Berserkers. Well, most likely just the Sworn Swords, and because of that, basically the line of sight of this archers was only going to be like here and here. There's like this little 2 lines in which they can shoot. So if Brett is basically cheeky, like he can just hide behind the forest and then only pops up when necessary. Oh, you're not. Whoops. Never mind. All right. Take back everything I said. Take back everything I said except the game modes. Now I don't remember what the forest did in 1.6. Is it it's rough and you get cover if I'm not mistaken against range attacks, right? I believe that's the rule of the forest, and cover and rough. Okay, still got it. Still got it. I swear I played this game. I just haven't played this game competitively for a while. I've just been doing memes list in my battle report. YouTube war games that I don't even have a unique link yet. That's how sad I am. We haven't been playing a lot of games locally. Jakarta, Indonesia is still in a bit of a lockdown situation. So we haven't been really getting a lot of also physical games in play. I know some places is also like that. Some places are worse than others. Yeah, but if you do get a chance to go out, wear your mask, stay safe, maintain like health protocol, etc. And most importantly, like stay safe. It's about the only thing that matters now, right now, and especially in this day and age of the situation. So, how's your Sunday been, guys? For me, it's almost like at the end of my Sunday. I've just been doing some painting, some exercises. Just a very chill Sunday. Not a lot of things to do. Been playing Magic because the new set is out in MTG Arena. I wanted to go to a pre-release in person, but I'm not brave enough to do so, and I don't think I should. Hey there, Lord Commander Bob. How's it going? It's top of the morning to you, and to everyone here who's watching it basically in the actual NA region, as opposed to the fake NA region. Have my game in 20 minutes. You got someone to cover your stream for you, Bob? Should get Chris if he's up, or maybe Carlo, or maybe even like maybe George can do it. I'm not sure.
Hold on.
But yeah, good luck on your match.
For finalizing it, I want to know.
Good luck on your match. I think Krix is going to play something in an hour, so yeah. You're up against. You're playing Stark though, right? Yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, just Stark has a good matchup against dragons. Because of like the numerous mobility it has against. But I think in that note he might not be using dragons. No, he might actually use his second list. I believe his second list is what you call it. Who's that guy called? I don't remember. I can't. Belwas. There you go. Yep, Belwas. Yeah, I think his Belwas list is he's using Unsullied Pikeman, Stormcore Archers with Stormcore Archers with Unsullied Officer. Wow, that's kind of memey. Screamers, Blackguards, and Illyrio, Varys, and Selmy. Well, it might do it. He might use that list, but because I think like out of everything in the matchup, I think Dragon has like one of the worst matchups against Starks, I believe, and then Free Focus second, and then against everything else they have a sort of a positive matchup. Well, we'll see. I mean, Dragons, if you're not careful, still has like a lot of advantages, despite being sort of outgunned by Stark. But we shall see. It is Winds of Winter. There is a heavy emphasis on caning objective. However, I guess if your name is Dragon, you will just aim for like it will be fire and blood every single game, because you're just trying to wipe out the opponent. All right, so back to the match. Some movement is happening. It is still turn 1. I think this Warden is brave against like all these wolves and berserkers. I think the threat of the Sword Courtney into shooting with the Stormcore Archer is still alive. I think Brett is showing his bad habit of not putting an activation token, or because I believe this has already been activated, unless he's using Swift Advance, which I don't think happens. But yeah, I mean, still nothing too interesting to talk about. I had to like. I get so annoyed when I play against him that I just like, I had to like, Brett, I'm clicking your activation token, yeah. I don't know. It's just I know that's not a big deal for a lot of people, but I guess if you're playing in sort of this level of this level of competition, there are things that you'd like to for the game state. I'm also a Magic player. I understand really well about game state and properly declaring game state. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I haven't yet played him in person. I don't think I can anytime soon. Um, but yeah, I don't think I can fight against him anytime soon because of first of all, you know, pandemic. Second of all, he's basically on the other side of the world. Maybe if we have like a con somewhere, we could meet up and chill. Uh, but yeah, I mean, right now the situation is just I can't even like go to Singapore to play where the Sith scene is happening. But yeah, so back to the match. I think Raymond's just vying for position of his wardens right here. I think the yes, I've seen his paint basting. How does he track his wound on that one? Is my question. Because I have one guy here also did that for I think his free folk. And one of the guys uses yeah, he did that. He did like a sort of a diorama thing. But yeah, I mean, it looks nice when you're taking a picture of it if you're putting it on your shelf, but when you're playing with it, you know, it's a bit wonky. But yeah, I mean, if he's cool with that, then I guess are you telling me that's the reason why Brett has been winning all the tournaments? I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, it's so yeah. I kid. Okay. Um, so yeah, Ray is now activating his final activation, which is his Flayed Man. I'm curious to see where he's gonna deploy his Flayed Man. I think trying to hunt down those dogs would be a good usage of the Flayed Man here. Um, Not sure why he just bumped his archers there quite up front. But yeah, depending on which objective that each player want to do in the next one, I think they will try to achieve that. And I guess again, there is not a lot of incentive to engage the opponent unless, of course, you are using the objective that actually tells you
Let's see.
to punch at the
You
opponent.
know how to turn
Other than that, I think there is not a lot of
sound
incentive for you
Is it
to do that. But the difference between basically this mode of Winds of Winter against the old Winds of Winter mode is that kill still matters at the end of the day. Because of the previous Winds of Winter, the game is only winnable by objectives. You don't actually get points for actually killing stuff. And in this new modes of Winds of Winter, I think you do get a point for actually killing stuff. Yeah, as much as you're thinking in a finals game and then you start thinking can throw you off. Yeah, potentially. Like I said, game state for me matters a lot of declaration of game states. I think it's important that both player is basically aware of each other's sort of game state and position. But yeah, I mean nothing. It's just one of those bookkeeping things that I guess a lot of people like to do. Just maintaining proper game state, etc. But yeah, we're still basically Ray is still trying to decide where he wants his slate men to be. I think that was just the initial maneuver. Yep, I think he's moving forward. I enjoy this new one, but man, it sucks versus FF. Yeah, enjoy having no units to kill to gain VP. I just tell him to like one guy like one of the guys did here or he tried to do is he put like a dial thing on his base. So there is like a tap thing like sort of but it's just a lot of effort for it's just a lot of effort for something that you shouldn't technically have too much effort. I mean, the way the game is designed is that you have this trace of like 12 wounds, so you can immediately tell like how many wounds are left and how many is that. So I understand some people like to sort of give scenery, and coolness to the effect because again, if you're playing things like Freefolk, they don't necessarily march in a line. They're a bunch of uncultured people from the north. I don't think they want to fight in like a rank and file formation, going like, "All right, boys, it's time to march." Heave ho, heave ho. Now they're just basically a bunch of unruly. So yeah. But against like maybe like things like Baratheon, Lannister, Stark, they do fight in like a very proper rank and file formation, a la the medieval. Even maybe Night's Watch will have some sort of a discipline when it comes to fighting against enemies. Um, so yeah, now we're just basically looking at the Flayed Man again. In most, I guess in most game modes, there isn't a lot of activities happening in unless they're conscripts. Yeah, but even if they're conscripts, like in fluff, they would they would be trained to fight in ranks, I guess. But yeah, unless they're conscripts and maybe crossbowmen, but yeah. So yeah, Ray is moving his flayed man to sort of support his left flank. So now Brett will still have two activations. Yeah. So those people who have joined right now, just let me know if this view is okay with you guys. Do you want me to shift the camera slightly a bit to the left? But I think this covers most. I don't like shifting my cameras a lot, especially in games like this. Just having a static view, I think it's the best way to capture. But do let me know if you want to see some actions up close. I'll zoom it slightly, maybe like yay. Yeah, there you go. Yep. So this covers up basically everything. So yeah, Brett's list is basically triple berserker, a sworn sword, and the Stark Kids. 10 activation, and the NCU is Eddard, Varys, and Sansa. I believe one Varys token has been used to cancel the Walder out on turn 1. So we have 3 orders basically left. And then in Raymond's list is basically a Warden, Flayed Man, Stormcrow Archers with Lieutenant, Rose Knights, another unit Warden, and then we got Eldon Estermon, Courtney Penrose, and a Walder Frey. Preach that out loud. I'm not. Preach that out loud. I mean, look. For me, this is the reason why every single time I go to a tournament, I have to bring my Tyrion list because of the omnipresent Stark presence in the meta. Basically, if you don't bring Tyrion, I don't think you have a lot of chance against Stark against the Lannisters. I've seen matches where Joffrey actually managed to pull off wins against Stark, but you need a certain amount of, I guess, experience and also quite a bit of luck because you are running both 2 Knights of Casterly Rock and also Joffrey himself. And of course, with the nature of the activation, meaning that you only have 7 activation against Stark 10 activation, your heavy cavalry will be forced to move first, and then the Stark can just move their dogs, and then you get charged first, and then you QQ, and then you get sad because those heavy cavalry suddenly just becomes basically a 3+ supremacy tank, which does nothing to you unless you charge. Of course, if you then choose to sort of like horse out in your next activation, then the Stark player can just charge you straight back in, and that's the end of that. Which is why Joffrey is actually quite interesting against Stark, because Joffrey has the banner that can actually enable him to retreat and then charge back in. So that's what I like about Joffrey. I believe in the one of the tournaments last year is that I think what's this name? I remember his Discord. I don't remember his Discord name, but I remember his username. Sochisgender. I think he used basically to charge in and then retreat to get into like the flank, and then he scored objectives from that. So that was one of the most, I guess, the coolest usage of Joffrey. And again, bringing Joffrey to a tournament such as this one is also a statement by itself. Because if Joffrey dies, I think like you almost lost the game at that point, because you're basically 3 VP down and your heavy hitter just down. All right. Again, nothing to report here on the Stark end. We're seeing, I think, basically the what Mickey said earlier about Courtney using the arrow to basically take pot shots at the. We see some detach action. I see what Brett is doing. He forgot to do that. All right. All right. So you know, okay, this is something that I actually still debate up until this point whether you can actually do this or not. Because I don't see it in the rules that you can do it. But I think a lot of people's consensus is that you can do it. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oops, I forgot to shift those around. But I think like Ray is an amazing player. I think he's quite chill about it. Is but just the notion that you're meant to be the protector of Rickon, but yet you let Rickon die. And Rickon has this disgusting bug that I don't like, which is that basically if he dies, but the unit doesn't die, you don't get the VP. So you have to actually literally wipe them out in like one go. So you get the VP. If not, then basically Rickon is dead. But Rickon's ability only triggers when a unit dies, not when Rickon dies. No. Okay. So yeah, but what I'm saying is that basically both I think Brett forgot to do it, so he sort of shuffled around that in the beginning, and I think Raymond allows that to do so. It is 100% a massive typo. Yeah, same with Jamie Captive. Yeah. Oh well. All right, now round two. I think we're going to see some gameplay actually happening here, guys. I'm excited. Things are moving fast. I guess that's what I like about these two players is that they play relatively fast. We're now at round two. Ray has the throne here, and I think he's gonna go first. So how? Just a quick reminder of how the new Winds of Winter work is that basically, we got to see the first reveal, and the first objective is. Oh, I can't actually see it. Hold on. Zoop. Sword and horse. Score 1. So Ray's immediately taking the horse and zone. Makes sense. And then Brett is countering that with let's see it. If your opponent Yep. Good draft. Basically it confirms that Brett will get 1 point. And then Ray will get 1 point by taking the sword. A very interesting move. Doing this on the opponent's basically tempo turn. So sort of nullify the tempo that by getting an extra 1 VP. So yeah, exactly what it was mentioned at the start. Basically using that NCU claiming before the other guy did is a massive tempo play. Basically you're getting even, and so Raymond can actually ignore that and activate the archers first. But I don't think he wants to do that because that's such a massive tempo loss. So yeah, he's deciding to activate Walder. And I think Brett will then choose to use his Varys here. Oh. Okay. Oh, I see what Raymond's trying to do. He's trying to sort of bait Brett into using the Varys first. And then if, for example, Brett uses the Varys and the Varys is successful, then I think Raymond will just choose to not go into the tactic zone. Aha. So Brett does choose to use his Varys token. We'll see if it's successful. We'll see how it is. And the magic 50-50 dice says fails. So that's the first Varys failure of the game in a very important tempo turn. So Raymond's just gonna straight up take excuse me. He took letter instead of okay. So he took letter instead of either the sword and the horse, which will give him 1 extra VP. Interesting. Hey there, Chris. What's up? I'm not an expert at this game mode, but I think those 2 cards are trapped. Current first player can just sack a point to get this game player first token. Okay. All right, so that's an interesting play here from Raymond. Instead of taking the zone that will give him the advantage, he chooses to take letters, and then he's basically going straight to the letters and then giving the weakened token on the berserkers with Brad and Hodor. And then as a counter to that, Brett then plays Sansa to heal the tokens in this unit. So no weaken for Raymond here. We're gonna activate Eldon now. So Brett now has to decide whether he wants to. Oh, I think he's.
Going to the front.
Okay, still not taking any of the zones that will give him.
Man,
He's gonna zone
going to
replace,
the front side.
and he's gonna basically
My cards. Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
All right,
Take a
some
sword
interesting
off.
plays here
Want to get
from
that,
Raymond.
and then I think
Taking the basically blocking the crown zone and then using the Elden Estermon ability, and Brett actually giving him that. Brett now is down to 2 Varys token. Eddar still has three tokens, but he didn't take the zone that will give him an extra VP. Actually, one thing before I run off my mouth too much. Does it say or? Or, never mind. So he can. It's not like the old one where you get 1 when you claim a zone and then 3 if you get both. It's just when you claim either. So yeah, this then makes 100% sense, because then, Raymond can just use his last activation to Courtney, claim either of these, and then he'll get the benefit. So now is now Brad's activation. I think he's shimmying around that Berserker a bit. Oops. So what is that? All right. Good luck, Bob. Good luck your opponent too. We'll see you around.
yeah. What do you want to do?
Wait a minute. I think I read this wrong. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. Obviously, again, I will reiterate what Mickey said. I have no idea how to play this game. Absolutely zero idea how to play this game. Maybe what I should have done before the stream is that I should have maybe printed those cards and like give it in front of me and say, all right, Fan, why don't you look at this and tell me what the objectives are before I look like an idiot on stream. But oh well. So I think Brett can just like not claim a zone, right? If he doesn't want to give out a point. Oh, never mind. So Brett is now activating his Varys. He will choose to block out the sword zone. Oh, okay. I'm seeing sudden charge in the future. There you go. Sudden charge. The classic take sword into sudden charge. Let's see, does
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
all right, let's see if Raymond has counterplot here.
The berserkers will go into the placement here.
Does make sense for Brett to claim to even to score. Stop Ray for claiming first player next turn. True.
Even though I'm going over the wall. That's only
Yeah.
2.
Because that one is that's a huge tempo play. If you basically get 0 points and then you use that one, you're basically the first player for 2 turns in a row. So I'm seeing no counter plot being played here, and Brett is playing a second card. I believe that's a devastate. Yeah. Let me check what it is. It is a winter is coming, and then he's counterplotting that. All right. So he's playing sudden charge and winter is coming, but the counterplot saves the winter is coming from being played. Interesting play. I think that countering, like I said earlier in the stream, I believe that winter is coming is the most powerful card that. Oh, okay. I thought that was a 1. Winter is Coming is the most powerful card against this Courtney list because it just shuts off like everything. The defensive counter, the Ours is the Fury, the counter charge, and a bit of a wrong discipline here from Ray. He didn't put his Flateman into a counter charging position. Okay, so Berserker is charging right now. There is a window for defensive counter, but Brett does get the initiative for playing it first. I believe that he plays. What is this thing?
You still get Sundering from the.
Northern Ferocity, so he gains Sundering.
Yeah, they got.
Oh, but he already has Sundering, but he just wants to give him Vulnerable.
Sure. Yeah.
And then Raymond plays there a defensive counter. So basically, the Berserker still has Sundering because the ability gets wiped, but then the Sundering is from a card, and that one cannot be wiped. So we're seeing 8 hits. Now Brett gets to reroll. Oh, the reroll already happened or not? I believe the. Okay. So he's just taking it face on because I think he wants to use the weakened when the Berserker actually activates. So he needs to make 6 saves at 4 plus. Oh, ouch. Ooh, that's a lot of Wardens dead. Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch.
So 3 wounds.
So 5 Wardens dead.
And then a panic check on a 6.
Hmm? Wait, what? Am I missing something? Oh, low wall. All right. All right. We got the meme low wall here.
I will play card here.
All right. The meme low
Fury. Yep.
and ours is the Fury. So 7 dice at 4 plus.
On
All right.
4.
All right. I actually forgot what low wall does. I've never seen someone actually use it.
Thinking whether I want to.
He's considering whether he wants to shift out or not.
Probably.
But yeah, seems the outcome was a bit positive.
Tactic works.
There, I didn't expect it to deal only like basically 3 wounds, and he also succeeded the panic test.
Probably yes.
So yeah, he will shift to basically go 100 to those berserkers. I think to prevent basically more units in piling in.
And
So now like I guess if the any of his dogs wants to sort of pile into that, they have to sort of take the long way around. So it's 7 dice at 4 plus. We're seeing 3 hits
3 hits.
and back at 5 plus. So this is just a formality swing because ours is the Fury is not an overly good card against these guys. So 2 dead.
Last one. I think that's fine. Yep. 2.
Yeah, quite an optimistic charge to. Well, I mean, sudden charge is sudden charge, right? It's literally a free shot. But the thing is that they actually failed the morale test. That's interesting.
Fine.
I don't see berserkers failing a lot of morale tests, but here we are. All right, so
Take 1 comment, is it? 2 plus 3.
yeah, that's it, right? I mean, well, to be fair, they only yeah, I mean, they're still hitting at 9 dice. 9 dice with weakened, which in theory will only hit possibly 5 or 6, and then saving at 4 plus. The only issue is that wait, why does Brett get 1 more VP?
Which one would I?
Hmm?
Let's
Wait.
see.
What did I miss from that?
I'll just make
Why did?
the roast knight closer to
Okay.
Um,
For some strange reason, Brett just got 1 VP.
storing location.
Okay, that's strange. Maybe a misclick. I don't see anything that gives him an extra VP, but oh well. All right. So that was the sudden charge action, and then now basically Ray plays the Courtney Penrose to basically move up the Rose Knights a bit forward. To basically face tank this berserker to protect against the squishy Stormcrow archers, which is now providing him with a cover fire in the middle of the field from horse. From horse. Why does he get 1 VP from the horse? Claiming zone. Claiming zone gives you a VP. Hold on, I'm not reading this correctly.
Okay. Just move them like there,
Okay.
and you can go.
Oh, yes. Absolutely right. Yep. Okay. Again,
Oh, sorry.
I have no idea how to play this game.
And then in your sorry,
Hey. Well, what can I tell you? I don't play this game. Yeah, I know, right? Remember when I was I was never good, all right. I was I was not a good. I'm never a good player, man. Like, what is this? Like, Asian meta, blah blah blah, EU meta, NA meta. No, you got the fan meta. That's it. And in my meta, I'm number 1. Hashtag did not move on. Yeah, why talk about why talk about the EU meta, the NA meta, the Asia meta, when you have the fan meta, in which I play with rulebook 1.0 and everybody else is playing with rulebook 2.0.
Right here.
Easy. So now we're seeing some. Oh, I think I zoomed out a bit too much. Let's zoom it slightly back in.
Yes, maneuver.
There you go. Oop.
Right. Yep.
Okay, so we're seeing some shaggy dog action here. I think he's trying to tie down the. No, in my okay, so in my head, the Flate Man is still a 2+ with crit and fishes. Remember when Flate Man was still 2+ with fishes and crit? Mwah, love that day. And remember when Great Axe were just killing everyone? Oh yeah, best
So you still
best
have
meta.
2 dogs, all the berserkers.
And I've got battered.
Hey man, that Flate Man. All right, so I remember those days where everyone just plays at least one Flate Man. Doesn't matter if you're a Stark player, a Bolton player, a Baratheon player, even a Targaryen player. You just bring one Flate Man because they're that good. And now, I mean, look, Raymond here is bringing some next level shit here, bringing Flate Man. I would never bring that on a competitive, but Ray seems to have defied expectations and bringing those Flate Man.
I mean, if you want to, maneuver this case because of that, I guess.
All right, so we're seeing some shaggy dog, basically just activated in the past turn there. Look, you remember the conspiracy about Flate Man and Targ? Because they don't want Targ to have good units. That's why they nerf like Flate Man like immediately. Like immediately.
I mean, I can try to
Because like there was like a massive conspiracy of like, oh my god, Tark has a good unit with Khal Drogo and Flate Man. Nah, we can't have that for Tark. So
there.
immediately get the boot. Immediately get the boot.
Yeah.
But now seems the conspiracy is now over because Tark has now Mother of Dragons. Unfortunately, most players will not experience Mother of Dragons because it's delayed worldwide, and then out comes the new rule book. So again, Targaryen still hasn't got like a good unit. It's just a bunch of screamers running around and outriders. I mean, just compare like outriders to ranger trackers, right? And then you'll see like the meme that is the Targaryen outriders. All right, I'm not paying attention to this game now. All right, okay, where are we right now? I am so sorry if people are expecting like some high level commentary here. Like again, disclaimer: I haven't really played with like the new rule book. I'm a bad player. I don't know why I even play this game. But yeah, it seems to me that that basically Shaggy Dog just moved there to the back, and then Raymond then activates the horsey horse to move back the Stormcrow archers, and then basically now the game is now being played.
Let's activate.
So now Raymond now is deciding, to activate the wardens, just to sort of attempt to maybe finish off the berserkers. I think he will use either Stacks Resilience to hold the line.
So because I control the ladder.
So he will use Stacks Wit, the strongest card in the Baratheon. Stacks Wit. Oh, all right. You've seen it here first, but folks, people actually using Stacks Wit, and it's not a meme. So he uses that to give the vulnerable to the berserkers. Wow. And it's 4 hits. It's quite average. Ooh, actually, there is a chance that the berserker might fail with a disastrous panic test. So a 5+ here. Oh, okay. So he took 4. Oh, if he fails the panic here, there's a huge chance that the berserker will die. Maybe you need some more L4, but that has failed before. Okay, never mind. My dreams have been crushed. There is no justice in this world. But yeah, I mean Stacks Wit. Oh my god. What a legend. What an actual legend.
For the last one. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yep. That sounds right.
I still can't believe Stacks Wit was actually used, and then
Let's see.
that was interesting though, because yeah, they're like the secret win con of Civ, don't you know? If you play like both Stacks Wit on the same turn, you auto win the game. It's the secret win con. Don't you guys know? Exactly, it's like a Sodia. It's the secret win con. Like this is how the dev wants this game to be played out. You play like stacks with. You know, fun fact about rdeepmath here is that so Raymond's actually like a mathematician in real life. He's actually like he actually likes maths a lot, and we got excited about stacks with. So what happened is that we were trying to explain to him how Infinity was playing, right? And then Infinity, oh, look at this cool model, and he's like, yeah, I don't really like it. Oh, but it has like nice rules, etc. Yeah, no, I didn't really like it. It has complicated math, and he's like, sign me the hell on. He's like, complicated maths? Give me the Excel sheet, and then he actually made an Excel sheet about like
Shit.
the possibility of like the Infinity dices, and he got excited, and we're like, all right,
RDMath.
this guy really loves math, really loves math.
I know you have a comment.
But yeah, I mean, so
Yep.
it does leave an opportunity for the Berserkers to be finished off by the Flayed Men. Um, if I mean, yeah, he's a guy that really just enjoys math.
They activated, right?
I think he should like,
The warden? Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, no, he just stacks with it, man. That's
Activate
you know,
the berserker.
this is how we solve 1.1.6.
Shit. Yep. It's attack.
Yep. 9 days.
Yeah, well,
Oh yep.
all right. So we're now seeing the retribution of the Berserkers. So now they're punching it. I believe he should be like 9 dice. No, he lost like a bit. No. Yeah, but Brett didn't like properly change his ruling there. So he's supposed, yeah, it's 9 dice. It is reroll. Still pretty decent though with 3, 5, 6 hits at 4+.
6 on a 4.
6 on a 4 indeed. Nope, he did not take off the wound. Classic Brett. And he, oh, ouch. Four dead. No. I don't think Rob's list. No, that's why he rolled wait. I don't think he missed I don't think he healed. I don't think he should. Oh, Eddard. He used an Eddard token.
Oof. 9. Okay.
Yep. So we see the Eddard token was expanded. Brett didn't clean up, I believe. Oh well. Yeah, so he used the Eddard token to heal some.
Nope.
Yep. Yeah, because he rolled an extra D3 there after the banning test was successful. But yeah, so they healed like 3. So yeah, no, I think so. They're basically just still trucking there. I think the wardens are taking a heavy hit. I think Ray needs to potentially bail out the wardens here now. Otherwise, next turn Brett will just take the sword and finish off the wardens on the left here.
This for activate this warden.
However, this does open up the opportunity that that Raymond can take the
See.
1 VP, and then the first player goes to him card, which is a huge possibility also.
Feet and
I think that should be on the lookout also for Brett, because he's at 2 VP right now. Ray can use that card, and then he becomes the first player again, and then he will then threaten the sword.
flank, I guess.
So that's also like a possibility. But still, Brett still has 2 various order tokens. He hasn't taken off the order for the net here. We're seeing some wardens action just moving forward here, sort of try to corner up the 2 berserkers. I think considering this play and how Shaggy Dog is basically just left there, I think Brett has the high possibility of having North remembers.
And then start.
And that's definitely something to look out. Because if he kills the Shaggy Dog and then basically Brett then gets to reactivate the berserkers, and then the berserkers is gone. And then Brett can possibly score then the the objective that says when you're an infantry when you're a unit at the enemy's deployment zone, you get some VPs. So that's also a possibility that he drafted that. Don't know yet. But yeah,
I think I'll
Ray just moving that forward.
I use my second surprise
And then he used surprise strategy at the start of Brett's turn.
I'll return Arsen's Fury.
And then he does control the letter, so he does take back counterplot.
Go with your turn.
So definitely being ultra defensive here. Is it ours? It is. Oh no, I think he took the. Oh no, you're right. It is ours. Okay. Because I only saw like a glimpse of the Courtney card. Oh, but the Courtney, yeah, I only saw like a glimpse of the Courtney card before he took it back. So, yeah, ours makes sense here. Like if it's for I believe. Yep, you're in tune here for somebody who obviously do not know how to play the new game mode and the new rule book. Like I said, maybe I should have researched this, but I don't. This is just a personal bias of mine, but I don't really like the secret objective game modes. I know that they did some considerable effort in redesigning how the whole objective thing works. I have to play it like maybe once or twice to sort of understand what are the new objectives are. But at this moment, I think I'm kind of enjoying it because there is the drafting aspect to it, and there's not a lot of ridiculous objectives that you want to sort of stay. So Brett here just moving Grey Wind up front. Could have surprised Strat on the turn he killed the wolf, or to have Arsen's Fury Berserker shifted to avoid the flayed men. Yeah, possibility. Again, that's why I'm a bit iffy on the usage of the surprise strat right now. I mean, surprise strat is really powerful to basically nullify the Nort remembers. Especially, he might have the second one. Can't discount that possibility as well. He might have the second one, so he could still get that. So yeah, the possibility is there. But we're seeing some basically movements there from Grey Wind. Two players are still deciding on what to do here. So yeah, can't discount the possibility of having the second surprise strat. But I think if the play is to then charge into the Shaggy Dog to finish off basically Shaggy Dog gaining 1 VP, and then basically using surprise strategies to make sure that it doesn't use Nort remembers. So. Still seeing some.
Just want to see storing location.
Okay, let's check out the. All right, against my expectations, Ray decides to just activate the Flayed Man and then charge straight into the Berserkers with the Brandon Hodor.
So this is front.
All right, all I can say is Yeah, I mean, he did take back Arceus the Fury, so I guess he's sort of debating the punch from the Berserkers or from the Rop there. So if he gets punched back, he then debates using the Arceus the Fury. But this is definitely like a ballsy move. Let's see if it's worth it. Well, I mean, reducing output against the Berserkers. There's only one way to reduce the output of Berserker, is killing them. Oh, he's just checking. I see. Wait, what? Ah, okay. So he's just checking.
Yep, you can order that. So I think. I'll do that. So I'll charge. You want to?
Okay, he's still deciding to charge the Brandon Hodor here, and he's asking whether Brett wants to use the Hodor ability. I think he declines. We'll have to see how many dices Ray is rolling, then we get to see. He needs to make the charge roll first, though.
Now you get panic.
Yep, he gets panicked because of the. Yep. I think he needs to roll the charge here. Otherwise, I might have missed the. All right, so oh, that seems like a very solid hit. 8 hits with a disorderly, I believe, from the robbed. So saving on 5s. That's 6 dead. And then he needs to make a panic test at fishes. So looking for 6.
Yep.
Looking for 6. Yeah, I mean, this is a very. Oh, he 6 is successful, but I think he's re-rolling the 4 and a 1 most likely. Ray is deep in his tank right now. Whether he wants to use the reroll or not, he will. So looking for a 3. 3 is a fail. So let's see if Brett fails the 66% roll here.
Just reroll the 4.
Did not pay off, unfortunately. Did not pay off. So now, yeah, he did use the order from Eddard to heal back up again. So I believe Eddard still has one left, because yep, there should be a 1 here, Brett. Yeah, because you already used 1 on these guys, and you used that one for that one. Yep, and you need to roll a d3. Oh no, just 2. Never mind. Is Brett using the ASOIAF stats dice? Maybe. Yep, he did. Is it a little bit of a fan service to you, Carlo, that he's using the ASOIAF stats dice? The guy's obsessed with. I thought, like, for sure, I thought he wants to use the Tree Sale Gaming dice, because I heard that one's cursed.
Let's just put that on the board.
Maybe I should tell Raymond to use like the.
Sure.
All right. Well, some people do believe in basically mysticism. Of course, I can say that because I'm like most Asians. We are superstitious. Well, I am superstitious. My family's superstitious. People don't understand it's purely a skin. Look, when you are playing in a tournament, right? Like I believe that my in real life Lannister dice is a very lucky dice. So there are obviously dices that are quite that has a bit of, you know. Look, we're all just skeleton with a bunch of skins, okay? We're just skeletons with skins. Shut up, Kai. I know it's a Dutch dice, but it looks like a Lannister dice. Look, we're just skin with a bunch of bones and organs in it, all right? Tied together with this thing called the soul, if you believe that kind of thing. But yes, my Lannister dice, quote unquote, is a Dutch soccer team dice. It has a picture of a lion and it's orange. It seems like that's one of the source that that's why I've been winning like my local game, because my dice is cursed for my opponent. Look, if people in like CS:GO and something like, you know, maybe that should be like your Patreon gift, Carlo. Like, you give out like loot boxes to get like dices, then you collect those dices, so that when people like have those dices, they get like, oh my god, I got like the SSR dices, or like the super rare dices, and you could like monetize the whole thing. Wait, what am I saying? All right, let's go back to the game. Okay, we got Stormcrow. All right, so that attack was rather ineffective. Brett just passes the turn here with Ned. I believe Raymond is relocating his Stormcrow archers to better defend his left flank. So unless Brett here has some swift advance, I think the Flaytman is sorry. The blocking is that basically he cannot charge it from the front.
I cannot reach there, so let me recall this first.
Hey, Carl. You're awake for some memes. I've been telling people. People are thinking that all right, this is gonna be some high level commentary. Van Van's gonna know what he's talking about 100%. I'm like, nah, apparently no. I don't understand about this game at all. This is the first time I'm looking at this Winds of Winter scenario. We're in it just for the memes, boys. We've been talking about dice microtransactions and mats. Some delicious mats. So we're gonna start like a loot box economy of dices. So we're gonna see like all the dices here are gonna get monetized at one point, and there is one like a potential like 1 out of 1,000. Every single time you pull out a dice from the dice bag, there will be like a diamond dice. Yeah. One day for sure. When the world opens up again and the animals will roam free. When COVID is just a distant story from the past, no longer the virus will be the scariest thing that we'll see.
Yeah, I think I'll just.
Then we could play Civ in person and then talk about memes all day. So yeah, so Ray's relocating his Stormcrow archers. Ray shared their teleporters.
I'll store the location.
So I think there is a high possibility that Ray will play the objective that gives him an extra VP and take out the first player. It is a high possibility here because Brett did just score like 2 and he becomes 1. Brett still has basically 3 activation. Yeah, don't say that. Carlo will get pissed off. He hates everyone. So we're seeing Summer, maybe in position, just to basically I think charge the Flayed Man. Because so obviously Brett knows that Ray has the Ours is the Fury. I don't think he necessarily wants to charge in with Summer, because it's only going to be 2 dice, hitting from the side 4+, possibility failing 1, and if hitting the panic test, so maximum dice is like maybe 5 wounds. And then he gets Ours is Fury, and then Summer has a real chance of dying.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if he wants to pull the trigger here with Summer.
Nope.
Oh, all right. He does apparently like to pull the trigger here with Summer. So Summer's going to be charging in the flank of the Flayed Man. And we'll see what happens. If it's so, Brett only has right now 2 cards in his hand. All things considered, he might have the high possibility of having Nord Remembers, which he can reactivate basically. Yep, so that's 2 hits. Yeah, there is a chance that they survive with the Ours is the Fury. So Ray has to take a save here at 4+ on 2 dice from the flank. Oh yeah, with the extra skin changing order. So 1 wound. Bloop. Then panic test at -1 with panicked. So this is where a lot of the damage of the dogs will happen, because then like you basically like take only like 1 or 2 wounds, and then you take a potential up to 3 wounds. So we're seeing Ray succeeds here with the panic test, rolling an 8. He needed a 7, but there's a panic token. Brett can reroll the 1 and the 5 here. Oh, he's just gonna ask to roll everything, and he succeeds. So thank God. Wow.
Hold on.
Now will Ray here play the Ours is the Fury? Not to be confused with Ours is the Fury. That will be something else completely different.
Yep.
Don't go searching that up. You don't want to get your eye bleached. But I think what's your best guess on full update release date? Okay, I was honestly very disappointed that we didn't get any Baratheon update this week. I was so ready to play Baratheon and have battle reports on Baratheon. But then our tears turned to salt as Dragonstone was going back to therapy. It is now in the zone of salt and rock. And just like Cyberpunk 2077, it got pushed back. So now we'll never know. The Baratheons will never know peace.
Okay, hold on.
And just like what is Dragonstone Instant in Discord is, it's all just memes now. Alright, so Ray did not choose to use the Ours is the Fury on the Flayed Man, which is quite interesting because then if, for example, the Berserker punches back the Flayed Man and then he uses Ours is the Fury, Summer could get a free punch 4 dice on Flayed Man's side. So something to keep note is that Summer also has the ability Brand's Protector, which every single time they get punched is you'll basically hit an extra dice. But I believe the skin changing order has been used. God damn it, Godfang. It's only 4 models, and like it's not like I have a choice to have them. Oh wait, no, I have Mech Muro. Never mind. Hey, you also have werewolves in your army, okay? It's not like I'm the only guy here with like werewolves on my list. I mean, I think honestly, Simon just wants to do like a full Targaryen release because I think everybody's hyping it for like Dragon as like the major release, and then like the internet decides to choose Baratheon, and thus we have the Baratheons. So Ray now has moved up his Roast Knights up front, and Brett is seeing the charging angle right here. I think Ray wants it that so basically 2 units can't fit in the front. So I believe that's... let's zoom that up a bit. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Alright, so... Okay. So unfortunately, he gets to still be charged in from both sides. If
I guess I'll do that. Okay.
Alright, so I think he's taking the charge straight on if he wants to. So basically, these 2 units can attempt to charge this. Unfortunately, the Flayed Man should have just be here, so that they cover basically this angle from the Rose Knights.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. Again, fighting a unit of Rose Knights, especially once you know the opponent has Ours is the Fury and you possibly don't have Winter is Coming, might not be the best choice. Let's see if Brad takes the bait here and just straight up charge into Rose Knight. Totally 100% thing that you can do against Rose Knights is charge them from the front and pray for a good result. I believe the Baratheon unit models have not been scanned. Only like several units have been scanned. I believe the Blood Raven has been scanning the Lannister ones, and I don't think... Oh, what is he using? He used Counterplot. Brett wants to use... Sorry, I'm just gonna... Swift Advance. Alright! There you go. No Swift Advance, no naughty flank charge from the Berserkers. Everything has to be fair against these Starks. So, good usage of the counterplot here, countering 2 tempo moves here from Brett. So now Brett has to decide of whether he wants to charge the Rose Knights up front or he just wants to relocate his Berserkers into a good charging position for next turn. I think he's using the second one.
Okay. Just maneuvering.
Yeah. I should have.
Almost are in now. Oh, it likes near. Yeah, no, I mean, so there was a funny story. I sent Brett a list. It's like, hey Brett, can you have that list? It's like, wait, I need to convert this file first. Brett, it's a JSON file. But yeah. I haven't actually tested to see whether my PC can run the 3D models, but you know, an Elite FF Arn. Okay. Are you serious? Whereas on the TTSR for his iPhone 3. When your phone is literally a brick. Yeah, that Swift Advance really puts a damper on the activation of the Berserkers here. So now the Berserkers can't even charge ahead because if they charge in, they get blocked in by the Sworn Sword. So yeah, that's definitely a very good counter plot from Ray to nullify one of the biggest card advantage the Stark has, which is Swift Advance. How's your local gaming group holding up? Yeah, the Indonesian scene right now is still in a bit of a hiatus at the moment. I believe, well, we have people like Claw and Raymond here who's playing in the World Cup. But like for one, I'm not playing in the World Cup, mostly because of burnout, honestly. I'm just a bit burnout about 1.6. And I think because ever since the announcement of the new rule book, etc., I think a lot of people's excitement has sort of stalled a bit. They don't really like to play the game. They want to play with the full release in models. Yeah, we are in Jakarta. As I've mentioned, Jakarta is basically in a partial lockdown situation, so we don't. It's not like we can play a lot of games as well. But yeah, so far basically basically the local scene right now is sort of slowing down. We are planning to have sort of a tournament or a league once 1.7 is out, whenever it's out. Anyway, back bit to the game. So Brett is activating the unit of Berserker. He's punching in with 8 dice, hitting on 3+.
6 hits. 6.
Oh, 9 dice, sorry. So 6 hits on 4+ against the Flate Man. And that is, oh wow, only 2 wounds. Amazing. Nice. And then he makes a panic test at 6. So far, people have been rolling well with the panic dices. Let's see if this holds true. Nice. All right, that's a very clean. That was a very clean defense from the Flame Man, only taking 2 wounds from the powered up berserkers. He's umming at the moment, so I think he wants to play a card. He's using Ours is the Fury. Yeah, he's using Ours is the Fury, but again, this might be like a bad play because the Summer can then punch into the unit with 4 dice. So I'm not sure if this is gonna pay off for Raymond here. It is a good swing at 5 dice, but I don't think he can like finish off the Berserker in one shot unless this is like a complete disaster for the 4 dead. So yep, there's no way that this Berserker will die. So he's gonna make a panic test at 4, even if he fails. He almost failed by 1. Oh, by 2. I just like 2. And he's using his final Ether token to basically heal him back up. And then Summer gets a free hit at the Flate Man. I don't like this. Ooh, I really don't like this. Alright, let's see if Brett remembers that Summer is a thing. He doesn't remember. Woohoo! It's a disorderly charge into the Flate Man. Alright, so Brett messed up there. He forgot to use the Summer's punching attack. So thank God there for Ray that Brett did not remember that. But again, we cannot tell the players that they're both making a mistake because it is not a compulsory, and Brett has to remember. So now, Sword is actually disorderly in the charge against the Flate Man. Let's see if Brett uses the Stark Fury. Spoiler alert, I think he will.
Sure.
Yep, he is rolling a D3 on top of that. And it's a 3+ on only 6 hits. Decent. 6 hit on 4+. Oh, on 3+, sorry. Only 1. My God, this Flate Man is strong. Wow. Alright, take back everything I said about the Flate Man. The Flate Man is holding the center of Raymond's army, tanking 3 hits against everyone. My God. And he even succeeds the morale test.
Yep.
Is there a counter charge?
No, I think that's fine, yeah.
Oh, is there a counter charge? Counter charge might be huge here. Oh, he's using the hit and run. Yep.
Sure.
This is the superior position. Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, they're just going to round 3 and Brett's is discarding a card. Okay, I thought he's using the... Okay. Alright. So Ray is discarding one card. Brett is discarding one card. He has drawn back to 3. The situation of the board is Varys has 2 order tokens left. Eddard has finished all of his tokens. The situation is 2-1, 2 for Brett and 1 for Raymond. It is now Brett's turn at round 3. Oh, sorry, it's Raymond's turn on round 3. And we'll see which objective that these players will pick. So, these are the situations at the moment. Let's just do a quick bird's eye view. We see alright, this poor Warden here is gonna die 100% of the time. We see Flayed Man tanking like the entire army. We see a Rose Knight being ready to get flank charge here by the Umber Berserkers, what it looks like. And this Warden here looks like they're doing nothing. Alright, so each player have decided which card they want to play. So we shall reveal. Alright, I'm not sure. Are they still looking? Alright, here we go. Brad has chosen
I will
the Sword and Letter for 1 VP with enemy. And of course, he takes this. So he immediately gets 1 VP and becomes the first player. That's a huge tempo swing here for Ray, because he then gets another turn at the sword here. And the Walder. Walder can actually snipe the Shaggy Dog as well. And he's using the Walder first turn. We'll see if Brad fails here. If Brad can't choose both. He can only choose Walder or the zone. So either Shaggy Dog dies or Raymond gets the sword. Ooh, exciting times. We're gonna see like a massive roll. If Varys fails here, Shaggy Dog will die and the sword will happen. So this is a very important Varys roll for Brett. He has to succeed this. If not, well, I mean, it's still Stark, but it's just gonna be a more exciting game. Ooh, okay, he succeeds. Alright, so Brett here have a choice. Does he block the zone or he blocks Walder? I think he's going to block Walder, does it seem like. So he will replace the effect of the zone, with shooting. Ooh, he's gonna shoot down Shaggy Dog anyway. Nice. Very, very powerful turn here. Yes. I mean, look. There are 3 Asian players currently in the top 8. We got, well, Raymond's not yet in the top 8, but we have Claw with 3 wins. We got Top Homot from Singapore, and we got Ray's playing here. So there is a large potential that, there's a lot of going to be like Oceania and Asia player. Sorry, Semnas, but it's not Oceania. It's just Asia. Alright, so this is a huge turn. Because he is first player, he gets to dictate how the play is. And of course, Brett is locking down the letter and sword. So it is a game of chicken to see who will pick the...
Sure.
No, but like, I mean, I think that's a bet that Raymond would like to do. Because if Brett takes sword, he gets 1 VP. So it is a gamble. It is a risk that probably like Ray is willing to do. But yeah, I think Ray is now just deciding which target he wants to shoot. He has potential 2 things that he can shot down. More so if basically the sword is still open. Why is players not doing anything? Okay, I think he's still deciding of which he wants to shoot. He can shoot the Summer, which is also a legit play, but the Flayed Man will make a panic test. He can shot the Shaggy Dog that should finish it off and make sure that these guys are not engaged by Shaggy Dog, because that is a real possibility. There's also like Grey Wind here, which can also do the same thing. So it is a tough decision, who to shoot, and potentially will matter. Exactly. If Brad takes sword, Ray gets the point. But so Brad I think uses Varys, and I think he blocked the Walder. So now Ray gets to resolve the money bag and replaces it with a sword to shoot with the Stormcrow archers. So 8 dice on 4 plus with Sundering.
Sorry, not quite. Just 1 second.
Okay, sure. All right. But I've decided. So if you
All right.
let
So I
me
think Brett AFK'd a bit. Ray now has decided who wants to he wants to shoot, and I think he's still just waiting for Brett to comes back. Some very. I mean, I honestly did not expect the Flayed Man to survive this long. From the charge from the Berserkers. Potentially. I mean, the fact that Brett chooses the sword and letter means that he probably will consider other things. Keep in mind that he also still has Sansa, so the play of sudden charging with Sansa is still a possibility. So you can do that with the Berserkers on the right. No, this is the Indonesian Raymond rdeepmath. I don't think that we have him in the video yet in wargames.id YouTube. If you guys still haven't checked out my YouTube channel, is in just look up War Games Indonesia. We got some hot takes on the rulebook 2021, and we're doing something that you shouldn't do, which is mixing up rules. So we have the 1.6 units with the rulebook of 2021, alongside with some revealed units. Spoiler alert: Lannister is still OP, but we haven't seen anything yet, so it could be just like because Lannister was shown. So I think Brett is BRBing, or at the very least he might took a drink or something. So yeah, so there'll be a bit of a pause in the game. Curious to see if any of your predictions still has shifted.
I'll just shoot on to your Shaggy.
Yep. So Ray is choosing to shoot into Shaggy Dog. So 8 dice hitting on 4 plus.
I think it's on the flank, right?
It should be on the flank, correct? So he should be saving on a 5 plus, assuming any of these hits. 4 plus is 50-50, and oh no, only 2. But he just needs 1 wound on 5 plus.
To Sundering and flank.
Yep, Sundering and flank. So the dog is saving on a 5 plus. He just needs 1 fail, and he got it. Shaggy Dog is DED dead. He gets 1 point. Whew. That was slightly nerve-wracking. Very slightly.
I'll go Sansa here. So you can get a point.
Sure.
Ooh, something. All right, now let's see what Brett likes to do. He took letter. Oh, which gives Raymond a VP. Ooh, huge. So Raymond gets like 2 VP like already from the get-go. Oh, you said it. Lucky Breeze not looking good. So blue is Ray, red is Brett. So Ray now currently has 4 points because of the objective. So for those who missed it, the objectives now in play is if an enemy NCU takes letter or sword, the opponent gets 1 VP. And then Raymond reveals this one, which is at the start of the round, if you are having less VP than your opponent, you get 1 VP, and then the first player token becomes you. So it was meant to be Brett's turn, but then Ray went ahead and switched it into his turn. So he gets 1 extra VP, and then he took the first player token. And then he chooses to use Walder on here. Brett blocks the Walder. So now Brett is using his last Varys token here on turn 3 against a Courtney. We'll see what happens. And that's a success. Assuming blocking the zone, most likely. So Courtney will get to attach, and he's attaching it most likely to the... So, a couple of things here. He could attach it to the Berserkers so that if the bottom Berserker targets the Warden, he gets to heal D3. Yep, he's exactly going to do that. So there is a greater incentive for Brett to use the Berserkers, to use the sword, but it will give Ray 5 points. Ooh, okay. So so Brett's not taking the bait here and just use sword. I think he has the sudden charge.
Okay. Who's charging who?
Okay, so Sansa was not used, so apparently Brett just naturally draws the... Oh no, he did draw like an extra 2 cards with Sansa here. But I believe that's the second copy of the Sudden Charge. So now Brett will just continue on the charge to the Wardens, I believe. Or even to the Rose Knights. There is a potential that he just basically whacks the Rose Knights here from the flank, making them saves on a 5+. I think there is some decision to be made here. We'll have to see.
Either way, when I charge,
Yeah, no, just the new 2021 rulebook. I think the first... I think like... is it Brett is red? Because Brett. Okay. Alright. That's some interesting trivia.
Yes, normal, right? No panic whatsoever.
No panic.
Okay, so still resolving the sudden charge, I believe. Yep, sorry. I think Brett is still deciding which unit he wants to sudden charge. There's only like, well, there's only this option here. But I think he either gets the flank on the Rose Knights, threatening the counter charge potentially from these Wardens, or he charges into the Wardens, so there's no... he rolls a 4, which is a success, and he is targeting the Rose Knight on the flank. Alright, we'll have to see now the legendary prowess of the Rose Knight, whether they can survive the onslaught of the Berserkers. I don't think you can go that far, Brett.
Can I go 100?
Yep, you have to be... Yeah, slightly. I think you have to go 50. I don't think you can go 100. And unfortunately, he also used Winter is Coming. So sudden charge, Winter is Coming. The usual Stark bullshit. Excuse my language. I mean, Balruckus. Alright. So... no counter charge, no Ours is the Fury, no defensive counter, no nothing. And all hits. So Ray has to save here on a 5+.
Yep.
So 8 dice on a 5+.
Okay.
That's a lot of saves. Unfortunately, he does have the vulnerable from the sudden charge. So nothing is safe. Yikes. Alright, ouch. That is a pain. 8 wound on the Rose Knights. He has to make a panic test here at base, so looking for 6. That is painful, not gonna lie. And he does save it, so he heals 1, and it will get kaplunked for another 1. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Alright, so I think Ray has no option but to take the sword here. And potentially give away 1 VP here to Brett. Otherwise, then he'll just have to kiss the Rose Knights goodbye.
So you use 2 cards, so the Sudden Charge and Winter's Coming.
Yep, you use Sudden Charge and Winter is Coming. I think Ray has to take sword here. Otherwise, the tempo loss is too much. Because then like he can just reactivate the... Well, there is a potential for Last Stand. But I mean like, if Brett takes... Okay, so there is... If Brett takes the sword here, well, he could just choose to not take the sword. Then he'll just normally activate the Berserkers, and they will still do enough dice to basically kill off the Rose Knights. So what Ray could potentially do is, if he has Tax Resilience, he can activate them and then basically use Tax Resilience to heal.
I'll activate...
So he's going to choose to activate the Flayed Man instead. Okay.
I'll play Hold the Line. Yep.
What the hell is that? How do I delete this thing?
Yep.
Alright, I'm getting some Russian bots.
Yep.
Not sure how to get rid of that. Oh well. Don't click on that, people. 100% spam. Not sure how to get rid of that. So he is activating the Flayed Man and then punching on the Berserkers.
Right, yep.
Click on the name and ban him. Click on the name.
Okay, I'll attack with Thunder.
Activate the power.
No, that's did you attack?
Oh,
Ray?
activation. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Now I'll play Northern Ferocity. It's under suspicious.
Sure.
Yes, he's offering viewers. All right, how do I?
3 hits.
On a 5.
Yeah, he's offering user, man. I should ban him. How do I ban him?
Block 1,
Block.
yes.
Dunzo. Okay. How did Brett lose a unit? Money back into Shaggy Dog from the Stormcrow Archers. Oh, and the Flayed Man finishes off the... So Brett now just lost 2 units.
Every single payment test.
Go ahead. No, I don't. Oh, no. It's your turn, yeah.
Hold the line with Flayed Man. Yep.
6 wins.
Ooh, ouch. Again, another huge tempo turn here from... so now Brett has to be a bit hard-pressed to actually use the sword here to stem some of the bleedings. However, I'm not sure how long Ray can last against the onslaught of the Storm Swords. They can spike quite considerably. And I believe once either of those... Okay, so Brett now has to unfortunately use the sword, giving Ray an extra point.
Okay. So I get a point, yeah. And then
Yep.
sword on 2.
So now Ray's at 6 point. And I think he will use to finish off the...
There's
Probably the Berserkers. The Rose Knights, I mean.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. You can go here. But if you go on the Berserkers,
Hmm.
you heal because of the sword.
I mean, I would have probably tried to finish off the top Berserkers.
right.
Because if he's targeting the bottom Berserkers, basically, then Ray will heal D3. I'm not sure whether it is within long range of this thing. I think it's a bit too far to heal the Rose Knights. But he can get a heal off the Flayed Man or the units of Wardens. Yeah, so...
Or is defensive counter?
No, it's Bran's Bran unit that died. So he's choosing to finish off the... Yeah, so he's using to... so he's punching with the Berserkers. Ray's using defensive counter, so the Berserker is now weakened and loses Sundering. So this is huge. So he will have to force the reroll on this one, or he'll just take that much. Yeah, he's forcing the rerolls, or not. Stop dangling this, Ray.
Yeah, why not? Use the meter.
All right, so he is rerolling the 4 hits. So okay, so no discounts there, only 4 hits, but no sundering, so it's only saving on a 4+.
On,
Because of the defensive counter.
yeah, right.
4+, see how it is. 1 dead. So that Rose Knight cannot die from the panic test.
Panic check.
Maximum only 3 wounds.
6.
So he's still making a save at 6s. And ooh, he got it.
Pass.
Oh.
So heal 1.
So nothing happened.
Heal 1.
The outcome of that is the Berserker taking 1 wound. And Ray discards a card. So now Ray has 1 card left in his hand. I'm not sure what that card is. It doesn't look like it's counter charge. Might be last stand. Maybe stacks resilience, but we shall see. Right now, Ray has a null activation in his Elden, but I think he's just gonna straight up activate. Okay, so this is a bit dangerous here for Ray, because right now Osha has go down fighting. So this could be dangerous here if he attacks the Berserkers. Osha can go down fighting and deal like potentially some extra D3 wounds.
And then deal 1.
Yep.
So he'll activate, heals D3. Okay, this might be dangerous depending on how much the roll of the D3 is. Okay, 4, saving on 5s. So 1 D3 looks like. So Brett has 2 cards in hand. Ray has 1 card in hand. It doesn't seem okay. He saves 1, so 3 dead. he rolls a d3.
Two.
So 2 wounds back.
So you're down 3.
And then he needs to make a panic
On
test.
a
I believe it's slightly out, so saving on 4. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, he succeeds anyway. Yeah, that's the thing about the... the go down fighting is such a powerful ability, especially if you have sword. Like, it just punishes you for attacking that unit. And like what the Berserker is now, they're like on 9 dice on 3+, like finishing off the Rose Knights. I think this is the end of the Rose Knights here, unless there's like a bit of a miracle happening, or the last card. Well, I think like the best case scenario is that the last card is Last Stand. Brett's gonna use I believe the retreat card, the tactical regroup. So what this does is he'll heal d3. Oh yeah, and this is also like one of the silly things with go down fighting is that once you heal back up, you get to go down fighting again. So you do get like some sort of double dip from the ability. Yep, so he's gonna use tactical regroup to heal d3, and then move out of the way to charge back in. Yep, I know, right? This is just like Stark has everything: punishment when you attack, healing, mobility, you name it. You name it, you got it. So he's just gonna basically cycle back in and charge back in. Yep, this looks like the end of the Rose Knights here, unfortunately, bearing some miracles.
I'll take Sansa and get Winter's Coming.
Sure.
All right, let's see if this is a disorderly. It is not.
Yep.
So 9 dice hitting on 3+. Yep. Yep, there is a high chance that and is also panicked and vulnerable because of he took back Winter is Coming, I think. Yep. So he took back Winter is Coming because he has sword. He's panicked. So now even if that last card is the Last Stand, I think this is the end of the Rose Knights here. Getting basically flank charge, sword, and then charge again by the Stark. Yeah. So 8 on 4 with vulnerable. Yeah, I don't think this is working.
4, right?
Tough. Raymond is still ahead though at 6 points. He's going to save 5 of them, so 1 left. But he'll get to vulnerable that, and nope, he's dead.
Yep, they're dead.
So he gets 1 VP, and I think he can search out of the way so that the Wardens can't catch up with him. Alternatively, he can continue on his barrage to go straight after the Stormcrow archers here, because I think he can get out of the line of sight of the. Yeah, he can get out of line of sight of the Wardens. So the Wardens, Race Warden here is in a very iffy position because they only can like relocate this round. Alternatively, and this is, I'm not sure if Raymond has that card. He could potentially take the card that says have an infantry unit at the opponent's deployment zone, and then just have his warden go on a merry trip. I don't think he played that card. I don't think he should play that card. But yeah, it will be funny if that happens. But yeah, no, I think the Berserker is just going to start cleaning up the Flayed Men. I believe that's their activation. They have used Sudden Charge, they have used Sword, and then they use the Tactical Regroup. So that's activated. Don't let the non-activation token there. Oh, what is this?
Probably 7.
So Ray can still charge the Berserkers. Interesting. I don't think Brett did it. I don't think he wanted to do that. Yep. So what we're seeing right now is that the Stormcrow Archer still hasn't activated. So the Stormcrow Archer can potentially, I'm not sure if he can get line of sight to Summer. He could potentially get 1 more VP and be on 7. And then if Brett is not careful here, like even a Warden can charge the Berserkers. They won't do too much, but it does tie them up so that the Flayed Man can still do some extra bit of work. The Flayed Man can also activate and finish off Summer, which is also a possibility. 6 dice is still 6 dice. But yeah, it's still quite an even spot for this. This is very, very interesting. So yeah, if Brett's not careful here, I think Raymond can just take some very passive objective and then just score like an extra like 4 points and like win on like scenario points.
That's a
Okay.
so it's 4 plus.
So I believe it's 1, 2, 3. It's a 3+ charge? Question mark. If he decides to charge. Nah, he wants to go back forward, so it's a 4+ charge.
I
Okay.
think that's fine.
Yuppo.
Yep. Okay, and that unit is activated, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. So we'll have to see what Ray does here. He has a couple of options. He can attempt to finish off the berserkers, or leave them a bit more angrier. In there, he can activate the Stormcore archers first. But I think like the best move is most likely activating the wardens first. Yeah.
Yep.
So activating the wardens just to give him one last oomph before they die. 5 dice on 4+ is not the most whatchamacallit, the most effective attack, but it is an attack against the berserkers. But it will just make them angrier. Only 2 hits. So just enough to make them on the last rank, which is at their most dangerous state. He saved 1. Alright. He might use that to reroll you with the vulnerable. I don't think he... What? Why is he rerolling both? Oh, that's the panic test. Okay. So, yeah. Ray decides not to use the vulnerable.
Sorry. Yeah. This just now, I think he gets some.
And no, there's no ones on the saves. Okay, he's using the vulnerable to reroll. I don't think that... I think he should have just kept the vulnerable there. Because, if the Berserker is on the last rank, they will punch at 10, which is like the best state. Okay, now, because there is now an opening, the dog can now tie down the Stormcrow archers. Which is a possibility. The Stormcrow archers are really bad at melee. But they do have the lieutenant, so their melee stack is actually Sundering. So that's not too bad. So hopefully, we'll see what happens. I think the Stormcrow archer is hitting on... I think his melee is like 6-5 or something. Some really, really bad stats. Yeah, it's 6-4-3 hitting on a 5+. So there is a possibility to just basically tie down the Stormcrow archers, so they can't do anything about it. Or there is also a potential to charge the Flayed Man from the back. So there are 2 plays here that Brett can do. He can attempt to finish off the Flayed Man from the back, or at least because it is Greywind, because he's charging them from the back, he's gonna give them vulnerable, so that it will give the extra potential of damage. So he's now deciding whether he wants to charge the Stormcrow archer to tie them up, or he's going to charge into the Flayed Man to give vulnerable and deal maximum 5 wounds on the Flayed Man.
Oh, okay. I see. Yep.
So we'll see what Brett decides here. So Ray could stand to lose potentially 2 more units this round, which is a huge blow. But I think he's winning in scenario. I'm just not sure whether he has enough time to basically win off the scenarios, because I believe that the maximum you can get from the scenario is like 2 points. So he's looking for like an extra 2 points and then another 2 points. I'm not sure he can survive that long, especially against like a berserker. Well, basically 2 berserkers and 2 dogs. So it is disorderly on the Flayed Man. So Brett is deciding to soften up the Flayed Man, so that the Sword can have a better chance of killing them. So, yep, he will get vulnerable. So he'll get vulnerable.
Yep. So the plate men get vulnerable.
Because of attacking from flank or rear. 2, 3, yep. One miss. So, one save on a 5+.
It's on a vulnerable, right? Sorry. Yeah.
So, one save on a 5+ here.
So 1 on a 5.
He actually succeeds.
You want to vulnerable that?
Does Brett want to use the vulnerability? I don't think he should.
Yeah.
Okay.
He will use it. Okay.
Save.
Woohoo! Oh, Brett, what have you done? What have you done?
That's just.
Like, honestly, you should have just kept that for, like, the sword. Because, like, you know, a vulnerable, like, is probably better used there. But, you know, the dice god says no, so...
Yeah.
Hit and run, sure. Sure.
Okay, Brett uses the last card in his hand, which is the hit and run. Yep. So he's gonna use hit and run, and the disengaged unit will be weakened. So he's running just is there. The flayed man is now weakened, and the dog is casually staring. So Brett now has 0 cards in hand. No threat of Sansa has been used. Varys has been used. Eddard has been used. So Raymond can take his pick of killing both dogs, actually. So, yep, Ray decides to basically shoot at... Alright, let's see what he decides to shoot here. He can go for the Berserkers. There's a good chance that the Berserkers will die. But there's also a good chance of 1 point of killing the Grey Wind. Alright. I think he might do it to save the Wardens here.
Yeah.
It is 8 dice on 4+, and they have only 5 wounds left. There's a very good chance that the Berserker will just die. And Brett has 0 cards in hand, so no note remembers. Ooh, okay. I think he will attempt to finish off the Berserkers here. I think that might be the better odds. Oh, it is 4+ to hit though. Like, you need to have 5 hits coming in to basically finish them off, and then the Wardens will have to make a panic test. So there is a bit more quote-unquote confirmed kill if you hit the Grey Wind or the dog on the left. And then next turn he can basically kill off the other guy. So we'll see whose Ray is hitting here. Was it only 7 dice? Oh yeah, it's 4 dice. So 3 hits at the doggo, I believe. Oh, it's weakened because of...
So flank and sundering, you need to fight.
Oh, he's shooting that dog. The dog survives. Okay, I don't like this. He might still fail the panic test. Okay, that's not looking too hot. He did survive the panic test as well, man. Okay.
So you've just got the plate men go.
So you deal 1/1 to your Graven, right?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Summer.
So Summer only takes 1 wound. That's a bit of a lucky streak there. Well, I mean, the dice has been sort of very fickle,
Warden
I suppose. So I think Brett will now activate. He's choosing which to activate here. I think he's activating Summer first,
Sure.
or not.
You use
I think he's using the Berserker to finish off. No, the Starn. Ooh, ow, that's a lot of dice. So that's 8 hits. 8 hits on 3+. Easy Space Marine save, right? Am I right, boys? Okay, 3 wounds, not too bad.
3 wounds.
Can still survive this. Just need to survive the panic test. And the dice god says you're safe.
Yep.
So wow, my god, that flayed man.
And then
That Flayed Man is probably the MVP of this game. And Ray's is going to use the Elden here to pass the turn. I think the final act. So now, so the Summer will attempt to finish off the Flayed Man, hitting both.
2 hits on the flank, 4 plus.
So saving on 4. 1 wound. And now saving on 7.
7 survive.
Let's see how it is. Oh my lord. Ray, the dice god of Flayed Men. Who needs champion of the stack when you can have Flayed Man tanking all the shots? Like, all the shots. Wowzers. Alright. Wow. That was... Oh, okay. So now what's interesting here is that next turn, Walder McWalder will snipe one of the dogs, because now that dog has 1 wound, so he can go pa-pow and kill one of them. So now, unfortunately, I think we'll have to see the end of the Wardens. So, 7 hits, saving on 4. There is a chance. There is always a chance. Saving on 4. He needs to save at least 4. Yup, he survives on 1 and now a panic test. Panic test on 6. We'll see if Ray fails a panic test or not. This is a crucial one. And I see that... No! God damn. God damn. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a very, very exciting match here. All those units that I counted as dying have not died at all. The Wardens alive on 1, the Flayed Men alive on 2.
Mission first.
Yep. So now, mission. So now it's now round 4. It is finally Brett's turn. He gets the Fate. So Brett might get the easy 1 VP here for like a chill move. But they have to decide now what the mission is going to be. Brett will have to pick first. We'll see what shenanigans he decides to pull from here. He has chosen. What is this one? At the end of the round, you have at least 1 unengaged friendly unit in an enemy deployment zone. Score 2. Of course, Stark player will choose that because that's an easy 2 points. Whoop-de-doo. And then Ray will choose. Let's see what Ray will choose here.
Okay, let me take my mission.
All right. So Brett will choose to get the easy 2 VP. So he'll get a 3 VP swing here because he'll kill this and then he'll search into the objective. So that's 3 VP. Potentially 1 more VP here. So that's 7. So Brett could potentially be at 7 VP by the end of this activation.
When you destroy a unit.
So I think Ray chooses the whenever he destroys a unit, he gets an extra VP.
And then let's say at the last time.
We'll see what he picks here. But yeah, if everything goes well for Brett, he stands to earn basically 4 points because these 2 are dead to rights, and then he'll basically move into the deployment zone and he gets an extra 2 points from the objective.
Yeah, that's my question.
This one only says you, right?
Because
Yep, only says you. Let's see what Ray chooses here. He's still choosing. This is going to be an important one because even though Ray is ahead in points, he is running low on time. He has basically 2 units that are dead to rights, and his only fighting force left is the single Warden and the Stormcrow Archers. Ray could potentially snipe off a wolf here to gain 1 VP, and he'll be at 7. But I'm not sure if Ray chooses any sort of offensive objective like the. He gets 1 VP from this. Oh, okay. So yep, he'll get 1 from there.
So
He'll get 3 from there and got 1 more. So he'll be at 7 by the end of this round. Assuming no more thing dies.
Give TP to the Flateman.
Right.
Okay.
Yep,
Alright.
so Ray is still choosing which objective that he likes to play.
The revenge card.
The revenge. Yeah. So where's my revenge? Hold on. Right.
Alright.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Once this round, when the enemy destroys a friendly combat unit, place 2 on that enemy and remove and score these when that enemy is destroyed. Ah. Okay.
Yep.
So this is the retribution objective. So we have the retribution objective. When an enemy unit kills an enemy, a friendly unit, they get 2 VP, and you can score that. And then if an enemy unit walks into the enemy deployment zone, you get 2 VP. So with some creative uses of the horsey horse here, he could just be like, whoop, and gets 2 VP.
You don't have any fairs left.
No.
So now Walder reigns supreme. He can take a pick of what he's trying to snipe.
Yeah. Border.
Okay, Walder is taking the money bag.
Healing the Summer.
Yep, so Summer's dead.
Then I will heal 3 on the.
And then the Flateman will get a heal 3. The heroic Flateman. Oh, Brett is using Not Remember's heal just to heal D3.
Sure. So you can restore something 3 wounds.
Yep, he's just gonna use that to heal 3. Yep, so he's healing the
Sure.
the ROP unit there.
Yep.
Okay. All of them impact both players. Okay, so still, like I said, so there is the potential that Ray basically takes the horsey horse and then march into like Brett's deployment zone for basically an extra 2 VP. The sword is deliciously open. I think both player can use the sword. So basically, whichever player takes the sword, the other player will take the horse. Is the way I see it. So now Brett has to decide whether he wants to take the sword or the horse.
Correct.
And
I mean, it does the vulnerable when you control the crown.
Ray chooses the whenever an enemy unit is destroyed. Whenever a friendly unit is destroyed, the one that destroys gets 2 VP, 2 points, and then you get to score that when that unit is destroyed once. And he chooses to block the sword. Yep. This weird one.
Sword sync.
Once this round, when an enemy destroys a friendly combat unit, place $2 on that enemy, remove and score these $. When that enemy is destroyed, even if this mission is discarded. So he chooses the sword, and I believe he is man. He just wants to finish off the Flateman here. So 8 dice hitting on 4+. 3 plus. Only 4 hits.
1 you, 4 on 3.
4 hits on 3+. Let's see if this Flateman can tank them all. Easy. Easiest easiest non-defensive counter in my life. So nothing happens. God damn it, Ray. I believe he can. I think he's like probably like shaking his head, going like, "Excuse me." So now, the horse is open. The horse is open. So what? Okay, what Ray can actually do is he can take the horse now and just easily creep into Brett's backline here for a cheeky 2 points, and then Brett will have to be in the shadow of terror, losing 1 more unit, and he'll be at 10. Okay, apparently that Flateman is not dead. Brett is getting 1.0 PTSD. Yeah, Penrose healing on crown is not terrible here also. Basically, if so now it's Ray's choice. He gets to activate one of his NCU. Definitely he can take the crown. To I don't know, potentially zap the. Yeah, I don't think the crown does it though. I'd probably rather Elden, to draw like extra cards. Like one of them could be Arses of Fury, Last Stand, Counter Charge, whatever. So Ray's deciding here which to pick. Yeah. I mean, 100% take horse here will be like the absolute correct play. Like Penrose on horse, and then you put you put Penrose on whoever. Doesn't matter. You'll get 2 points as soon as you walk into the deployment zone, and that's 9 points. And then Ray just needs to take like an easy objective, like going next, or just kill one of the wolf, and that's 10. So if Ray takes the horse here, I think Brett has to run away with this guy. Like I don't think he should keep this within the line of sight of the Stormcore archers.
Okay, yep, go ahead. Okay. Yeah, I'll play a card after the attack. Sorry, you want to play a card after the attack? No.
So I think Brett is BRB for a second. He's activating the Flate Man. He's using Arceus the Fury on the Flate Man. All right. So Flate Man is punching back at Rob here. 6 dice hitting on 3+.
Do I want to?
Because I think this is the only, I guess, possible use of getting the Arceus the Fury here. I mean, this unit is practically dead, but it hasn't been dying.
Sure. Or am I? Let's see.
Yep, he will go 100%. I think that's fine. That's still within the front, so you are blocking from the charge of the Berserkers here, I believe. So yeah, that's fine. Or, well, if you're there, I don't think you can. All right, okay, this is okay. Ours is the Fury here. 6 dice on 3+, and all of them hits.
That's
6 on force. Oh dear. Depending on how bad the Sword rolls here, he could actually lose the unit. Alright, only 2. Fair enough.
Yep, I'll play Direwolf Fervor.
So 2, and then Panic Test at 6. 6. No cards used, so potentially no Direwolves for her.
Sorry. Either way. Yeah.
So 6 here. Yep, that's a success. I see a 6.
Good. And you get D3.
Yep. So nothing happens. So Arceus of Fury has been used. Yeah. So he did use the Direwolves Fervor, or not?
So you play Direwolf Fervor?
Oh yeah, he did use Direwolves Fervor. Okay. Oh, yep. That's an ouchie right there.
Is that the first one or the second one? That's the first. The first one.
All right. So that might not be such a good Arceus of Fury then. I mean, the hit was good. Saving on 4+, he saved like quite a lot, and then Direwolves Fervor got them back into killing range now. Okay, I might switch off the mat just a bit. We're seeing Penrose activation here.
Yes, let's play Court.
What? No, I take crown. No, don't take crown. Take the horse.
Yeah, 14
No.
I will target these Berserkers. Yep. So I heal D3 from the Courtney. Yep.
La 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 la. So he will heal 3. No, heal 2.
2. So the 5, and then panic check on a 5.
Zapping on 6. It's a success.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the horse is there.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this play 1 mid. Let's see if they're actually like close enough to go to like Brett's deployment zone. Yeah, that's no, he just didn't like get the Grey Wind out of the way. That's my issue. So now like he can probably still like shift back and shoot at it, but I don't think he gets the angle. Okay. Yeah, I don't 100% like this. Let's see if they're close enough. Okay, they might actually be close enough to actually just move 4 inches into the deployment zone. That is a possibility. So I think like he calculated that he can actually like move. I think this is roughly 4 to 5 inches, give or take. But yeah.
Nope. Track.
That's
Just gonna stay there.
So now like the yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, so now he's just gonna shot the Zerkers and hoping to clean them up. It is 8 dice on 4 plus. You need at least 6 hits to you need at least 5 hits to kill them. Or you can get the angle to shoot the Grey Wind. I don't think so. Alternatively, what you can do is you can attempt to finish off the Sworn Sword. Like this. There is a potential. Yes, it is. You can tell by comparing the base. Does it have to be fully within the deployment or just partially? We can check the objectives real quick.
So
No, it just says in an enemy deployment zone. So it can just be clipping it and it counts as being in an enemy deployment zone.
he's warden.
So I believe this is 4 inches. But I think, yeah.
Sack.
Yep.
Yeah. He'll attack 3 on 4 plus.
So he's gonna activate the Wardens first, just to give like one last oomph to the Berserkers. So 3 dice hitting on 4 plus. 2 hits, not bad.
2.
2 on 5s. Oh my god. Yep,
Oh my
Brett punching back with like 2 saves.
play
He's using another ouch.
So he's at okay.
So that Warden is dead.
I'll play
Last stand? Last stand, baby! Oh, hold on. He doesn't get a search 4 from this. So he's within the shooting. Oh no, but he can activate. Never mind. I got excited. I'm sorry. It's not good enough.
2 hits.
It's only 2 hits at 5s. He's probably gonna reroll that one. Yep.
Vulnerable the failures.
Hmm. Okay, so 2 dead. Within crown range if he fails it critically. No, unfortunate. So yeah, apparently Brad got 2 direwolves for her, and just auto sniped the wardens there. So Brad should take 2 wounds from the berserkers, and the berserkers cannot pivot. Wait, does the berserker now have line of sight to the? They do have line of sight to the Stormcore archers. Okay. All right, but I think Brett just wants to score 2 points here, right? I don't think he wants to like necessarily lock these guys down so he can get like an extra 1 point, unless he has the hit and run card, which you need to go smack and then retreat to here. So you go like wapow and then wapow.
Have you played both hours?
Yeah, but I mean like he played 1 direwolves for her already. Like there was a second one. Not much we can do about that one, unfortunately.
No problem. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, not much you can do in that one. I mean like so now it's Brett's turn. He can still engage the Stormcrow archers with the dog. Or he can charge the Flaytman from the back to potentially help to finish them off. So a couple of options here that Brett can do. Let's see which option he takes. I think he's charging the Stormcrow. That's an in. Yep. Yep, that's good.
Yeah, I think I can. You want to see?
Oh yeah. There should be 2 VP on the Berserkers. Yeah. Let's see if the player remembers this. Probably not. Yeah, the Zerkers are now worth 3 VP, correct. He does still have Walder that Brett has to worry about. So that's 2 hits, saving on 6s. 2 hits, saving on 6. 2 dead. Panic test at 10.
Panic on a... He doesn't have fishes, right?
Right.
So he just 10.
So 10. 2 dead. So 1 rank down.
Yeah, they tried to pass it.
Okay. Well, the Stormcrow Archer can still punch. It is still 5+. It's 5 dice on 5+. You just need basically 2 clean hits on the horse, the dog, and the dog is dead. Difficult. So now, like, basically the Stormcrow Archer is within the killing range of the Zerkers. So Ray has to be a bit careful here. I think another legit play that Ray can do is he could potentially retreat the Stormcrow Archers, retreat them like this way, and then basically be in a position to 3 VP kill the Zerkers next turn. So that's one potential that he can do. So he can activate retreat, hoping for like just to get out of the line of sight, and then he'll be like potentially like right here, and then he'll be in range to like threaten these 2 units next turn, because Ray does have the activation next turn. He can just take a Walder on sword, kill this, kill dog, and that's like 11 VP. So that's one thing that he can do. I don't think he should stay there.
What is his rank? It's like here, 4 with the sun.
No, yeah, just retreating is. I think retreating is the best play.
You know what? I'll activate my archers.
Yep.
No, retreat, Ray, retreat.
No.
No.
Probably doesn't matter. So I just run like this.
Easy within. Okay, if he's within the
Yep.
the charge outside the charge range of the Berserker, then this is a potentially good play. We'll see. I think he is though. Yeah. Okay. That is fine then. What's with the 3? Oh, he's using Stacks Resilience. Okay, cool.
Stack with.
He is weakened though, so it is 7 dice on 5+. Not looking good, the mat here.
5+ with Sundering. Do you agree? 7.
And that's the last card in Ray's hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe you should have. Okay. 5+ with weaken though. So 2 hits, but weaken.
2 wounds. 2 hits. Do you want to weaken?
Yep.
1 hit.
1
On a 4+. Not looking good. No, he even saves that. Ugh. Stacks Resilience. No, he should have. I would say he should have just retreated. Like, basically, the play was retreat here, like somewhere along here, and then basically, and then he turns this way, and then like the Berserker will then like move here, right? He then gets to threaten basically both of these guys.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. My berserkers are in the rear.
And he's still within the charge range of the Berserkers. Oh, doesn't look good. And he used with that's a Devas. Shit, it's not looking good. That's a Devas. Ouch. Ugh.
They get 2 wounds.
So 10 dice with vulnerable, sundering, and Devas on a horse. That's 2 auto wound, 10 attack dice. Not looking good. Well, yeah, it's eight. It's 8 saves, but sixes and vulnerable. That's 8 wounds. I don't think he can survive this. Oh man, and then he gets to be in an. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good here. Should have retreated. I mean, it dies to swift advance. I agree, but like, it's probably like the better chance. Like 5+ on a weaken. Yeah, so that unit's just dead. Well, not dead yet, but he makes a morale at 8. Oh, actually, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's dead. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, he has already like 3 wounds. Yep, yep, yep. So why this? I thought 8 is a success, no? Hello? Am I missing something?
Let's see. I think so, yeah.
Oh, why didn't he turn around to? Why? Like you could have just charged and then put your back on the dock. Okay, fine. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
Mm.
back again. Sorry, that's very
All right. Well, okay. I should be impartial, but yeah, not looking good. Not looking good. There's still a chance, but Brett will be basically on 7 points this round, and that Berserker is in the prime spot to finish off the Flayed Man. Yeah, shooting the dog is probably the best bet, I would say. But yeah, things are slightly slipping out of control here. Like that Berserker has the extra VP though still. So that's one possibility. So basically, then Ray will have to activate the Wardens, and then he'll basically try to score 2 points on the back. Hoping that last card is not Swift Advance here from Brett. We haven't seen Swift. Well, we have seen one Swift Advance. But the Flayed Man hasn't activated yet.
So you have how many more activations?
Brett should have the Zerkers left. Yeah, 2. The Zerkers and the Sword. Because they haven't actually activated. Yeah, but like 7, 8. Running out of time here, Ray.
You have 1 card in your. How many Swift Advance you have used? I didn't use 1.
Yeah, the Decider card here is Swift Advance. If that last card is a Swift Advance, he's searching a card on his deck. What is he doing? Oh, I think he's checking like the. I think he's just checking the objectives. Yep. Just small mistakes here and there. Well, not exactly mistakes, more like risk reward calculation. I think like Ray decided that. Look, I think like I still agree with the play that I said, which is instead of attacking with the archer, he should have retreated, because then he will be in this position, and then next turn he go first, and then go wapow wapow.
Where's my last 10? I used 1 of them somewhere. Not much. Oh, here.
Yeah, Ray is definitely on the back foot. Mission 11 is. Oh yeah, no. Brett has used the mission 11, right? Brett has used mission 11. Yeah. Brett has used the mission 11.
Yep.
No, Ray did, but Brett also did.
Will attack Rob. Yep.
Only 4 hits. 4 hits on 4. I don't think they can break the. No. Like mission 11 is good, but I think both player has used it. That's 3 dead on Brett's sword. Make a panic test at 6 here, which he succeeds. But losing 3 here will mean a reduced attack capacity of the sword. So attacking might not be like a viable option. Well, yeah, it is still a possibility. I believe Sorcerer is 865, right? So it's still 6 dice with crit. He'll lose D3, but like, yeah, whatever. For such a powerful ability, only costing D3 wounds is just like...
And they'll charge right there.
Yep. Play mission 12. For each objective, gain 1 VP. Yep. That is correct. So Ray has to probably fish out for the... Oh. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, I thought that it was not within the charge range of the Berserkers. Apparently I was mistaken. Okay, yeah. Not looking good here. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it should have been 100 exactly. Well, alternatively, like even retreating, like it's not terrible. Like, but yeah, I think this is the end of the... Yep, and that's just dead. It's a 5+ on the side. Yep. Yay. Yep. So yeah, exactly what Chris said. So now Brett will get... so by the end of this round, should be like 9 and 8. And then Brett needs to play the one... for each objective they control, you get 1 point. The dog can get 1 objective, the Berserker can get 1 objective, and the Rob should pivot to get that objective.
In that case, I will activate Elden first, and then let your...
He'll activate Elden first.
Let your Rob activate first.
Well, there's a chance. Yeah, and then he can finish off with the... Yeah, with a finish off with the Walder on Crown, exactly. It's unfortunate, but I think Brett got this. Unless, well, let's see. So Brett will be on 8, Ray will be on 9. Brett will get 1, 2, 3 objective, so he'll be on 11, and then Ray will be on 9. He kills one of that's 10, 11, 12. So the Berserker still is worth like 2 extra points still though. So he could still like Crown Zap and kill it. That is a possibility. Not a good possibility because he needs to fail it critically by 3. But yeah. Well, we'll see. Ray has 1 unit left, which is the Warden, which is just gonna step up into the deployment zone. I think Brett just needs to basically, just all in on the objective and attempt to win from there. Yeah, that should be most likely game. So how's everyone's Sunday is today? This is currently, we're at a few months of viewers. Thanks for joining, guys. How's your Sunday so far? Seems like a lot of the NA guys is still just the start of the day for you guys. It's an early Sunday morning. I hope the weather is nice and cool. It is currently 10:52 p.m. here in Indonesia. So yeah, Brett's just gonna play the objective here and just basically claim for 4 VP next turn. So he'll be on 8 now. He'll be on 12.
I don't think he can catch you.
So yeah, Ray will just step into the objective, gaining 9. And the next turn, we'll just pray for the Walder, and we'll see what happens. If the Walder Zap is success, he'll get an additional 3 points, making him go to 12. If not, the game continues. But definitely a very good game. It's quite, I mean, again, the dice is dice. I think there were some good rolls from Ray's side. There were definitely some good rolls also from Brett's side. But you know, on the general thing of this, yeah, definitely. Ray has played the objective game as he should. Brett is that one tiny mistake against Stark is just like exactly. That's Stark in a nutshell for you guys. Yep. So I think most likely, as Chris predicted here, that he's just gonna pick the one VP for each objective. So basically, the Zerker will move here, the Sworn will go here, Zerker will go here, Doggo will go here for 4 points. And basically, it all comes down to if Ray can kill the Berserkers with the Crown Zap from Walder. Then we'll see what happens. Yep, Zerker Crown Zap wins the game. That's literally the only thing that you have it going. And Brett has used both die rolls for reverse, so no +1. So yeah, this is the only play that Ray can do. Other play just loses him the game. Well, not exactly loses him the game, but Brett is aiming to earn 4 points this round, which you could easily do with just oh no, not this one, but yeah, we shall see. Yeah, there has to be some secret mode to the Walder. I mean, you have achieved one of the secret objective this game, which is you use Stacks Wit and use the full effect of Stacks Wit. That should at least worth like 20 VP. Yeah, but Ray has achieved the secret win con of this game, which is use Stacks Wit. Unfortunately, he has only done it once. He has to do it twice. And then he has to take back with surprise strategy on the Stacks Wit. So he has to do it 3 times. And that's when you summon Exodia. Mike Chanel himself will come up to your board and says, "Congratulations, you achieve the secret game mode." So, yep, this is that. And yep, exactly. Yep. So now, this is probably the most important role of the game. So 15% chance of Brett failing here. So we roll the dice, see what they may come. Come now, why don't you spin the dice? There's literally no other choice, Ray. You just do it.
Let me think.
No, it'll be on 12. Cause this is worth like 3 points. Yeah, it'll be a tie. But like, I'm not sure how Ray can. Well, he can potentially still claim this objective, right? Yep. All right. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Here we go, boys. This is for the game. If this roll is failed, then it will be a tie by the end of this round. And... oh no! Oh no! He won! Ray just won because the Berserker now can get the VP. Brett can only earn 3 points. Ray just won the game. Ray has just won the game. Holy mother!
I mean, if you
Oh, because now that Berserker cannot claim that objective, so Brett can only claim 3 objectives.
Because
Yeah, he could still get tabled. Oh my goodness!
yeah,
I think Ray should just take horse and get the hell out of there, or take whatever weekend you have and just.
I'll heal temporary.
And Walder still hasn't activated. Yeah, that's right. Because that was 3. That was 2. No, he had to kill the Zerker. So it goes no. Oh, so now no, it was 2. Yeah, he just needed 2. So now the Walder and the Zerker. So now the Walder doesn't even have Sundering. So uh I think Ray got this. I think All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I got way too excited. But double one, man. In our local gaming store, we have this guy called Stevo. So what Brett did was he just rolled a Stevo. He rolled double ones. Snake eyes. He rolled a snake eyes. And exactly 2 wounds to kill off the berserkers, and then the Waller now goes to the berserker. Woohoo! Oh, I am so sorry, Brett. Oh no. Yeah. Like, so now I don't think he will use your dice anymore now, Carlo. I don't think he will use your dice anymore. He will be like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my three sale dice, the cursed George dice. Yep. So now, no choice. He just have to basically move up and try to engage the wardens and attempt to one-shot the wardens with 9 dice, 3+, no ability. Easy, very easy. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, okay. He wants to support also with the wolf, maybe potentially. I think Ray just takes the letter here, and just like put it on the.
I don't even.
Yeah, potentially. I think Brett has used both sudden charge, I believe. Block sword is potential. I like block sword to draw 3 is also potentially works. Yeah, I was thinking of blocking letters to give the weaken to the berserkers, which is also a potential. But I think Ray has only used 1 defensive counter. Yeah, potentially. I mean, like, look, 8 dice from the front, no ability. I don't think it can one-shot the warden. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Elden Block Sword seems like the safest option, but it does give the letter to Brett. He can get like potentially, I don't know, another swift advance. Yep, it could be like potential like swift advance, which could get him in the flank, which for an extra dice potentially, which can also give like Devas. And I think he just concedes. And yep. I think yep, and that's it, boys. I think Brett concedes because it's now 13-11. Yep.
I can't do this smart single button thing wrong.
I think so, right? I mean, yeah, they just I think they just decided to end the game. Because the VP just went up to 13-11, and that should be the outcome of this game if the wardens would step into the objective, and then the Zerkers and everything just
How many points? You destroy everything except the warden.
And that's the game, boys.
20.
Wow. All right, Baratheon winning against Stark.
Everything except
My boy, rdeepmath Raymond, you did it. You mad lad. You did it. You defeated a Stark 10 activation triple berserker list.
7.
Ah. Man, that was
I'm not sure that do you want me to put any of the rock?
that was that was good.
This one or second?
That was that was fantastic.
It's the
That was certainly an interesting match, guys.
Okay.
That was a lovely stream. Just over 3 hours. I think it's a good time also to like end the game. But yeah, congratulations to Raymond here for winning the match. I think he's both him and Claw are both at 3-0. So I think it will be a friendly fire going into the fourth round of the World Cup. Unfortunately, I think you can probably play that in your kitchen table, right? But I'm gonna stream it. So just let me know like when you guys want to stream it, and we'll set it up. For all the viewers watching in the stream, thank you all for joining us on this match.
30.
Yes, because then basically if he charges in, he'll be at I think -3-8. Yeah, I think he'll be 3 VP difference, I believe.
Submitted the result and
Yep. So yeah, he just want to take the minor loss at 2 points instead of a major loss at 3.
sorry for the luck, but yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
I was hoping
yeah.
I can kill
He's still playing. Yeah. Well, I understand, Carlo, but I think you'd rather minimize your losses. I'll tell my sister to make Ray concede. Yep. I think both players just cleaning up right now. But yeah, that's it. It's been an exciting 3 hours with you guys. If you guys haven't checked out my YouTube channel, go to YouTube, search up wargames.id. We do have battle reports. We do have an ongoing series of strategy talk with Anything But Once. So then you'll find the Ray from Anything But Once in there. We do a bit of also like talks about, what are the coming changes of the rulebook 2021. So I don't look like an idiot this time around. But yeah, happy to have you guys around, and we'll be streaming more of Ray and Claw in the next couple of weeks. I'll be streaming basically my homeboys from down here from Indonesia. Yep, thanks a lot, Carlo, as well. Thanks a lot for everyone who tuned in. We'll just let these players clean up a bit. Some shout outs, I guess, to Ray for congratulations on winning this game. And yeah. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Brett should just at least try to potentially one-shot the Wardens, or should just take the minor loss? I think by playing for the minor loss, Brett is still having the tournament's view in mind. I don't think he wants to get like a major loss, especially at this point when he just lost. He wants to still be within contention to be. But yeah, I think we still have a game coming up. I believe Bob is playing. I'm not sure who's streaming the game with Bob. But yeah, it's in the other channel. Thanks again, guys. This is Van Van from wargames.id signing out. Enjoy your Sunday, folks, and see you next time. Bye-bye.